OddlySimilar podcast.
Cheer. Yeah. Welcome back. We are here. Feels good to be back. It's OddlySimilar podcast, episode number 32. I am Rello. To the right of me, I have
DJ Hypa, what up?
DJ Dane-Ja, what it is?
Darren.
June.
Ease.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, fellas. Feels good to be back. How was you guys' weekend? You know, put the people on like we usually do. Was good. How's everybody doing, etc.?
I'm old. My birthday was December 5th.
Oh, yeah, happy belated.
Happy belated, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Happy birthday.
I woke up the next morning with back pain.
What was you doing?
Hey, look, man. Wifey gave me a great birthday present.
That's what's up.
That's what it is.
Heard you.
Nah, but it's been a pretty dope week. I'm pretty, still out of it a little bit.
You ain't,
it's
you
like,
ain't get
damn,
lit.
I feel like,
You ain't go nowhere. Turn up.
I ain't do nothing, man. I did an old man birthday celebration, which is I ate a lot, I slept a lot, and I hung out with family. You know what I mean?
That's
I ain't do
what's
too much.
Sometimes that's all you need, dog.
I'm about to say, the older you get, them shits be lit.
Yo, I had
all
so
you
much
need.
fun. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want to go and do all the extra. I do that for everybody else's birthday. Mine, I just wanted sleep and food and ties and slacks. Like I didn't want nothing extra. That's a fact.
Don't worry, Hypa. Eventually, our birthday party's going to be like that, too. Ain't no birthday party. We in the
facts.
crib. You spending it with wifey or whatever the case is. Be good. But, same old.
You was at home?
No. Nigga, you know, see, I'm
know
slow.
what home-
I was about to say.
You talking about this weekend?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I'm
There's your
there every Saturday. If any of y'all looking for somewhere to go New Year's Eve, I don't know how y'all bring in New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
I have some events I'm doing that day also. So look out for that. My weekend was eventful. Pretty much the same thing. I'm not gonna give detail on the same things that I do, but yeah, that was good. What about y'all? What's good?
What'd I do? Nothing.
I
just
saw
worked.
you on Sunday.
I was just making some bread. That's
So I
it.
saw him on Sunday.
Oh yeah, I worked at my homeboy's baby shower. That was cool. So Hypa with the wife, the pregnant wife. So
Yeah.
it was
Congrats,
it was a
man.
beautiful
Congrats
thing.
to you too.
Congrats, bro.
Congrats.
Oh, thank you.
Congrats.
Is it like a
Yeah,
We
public
never-
service
we never-
announcement? I don't think
Yeah,
they
we
announced that.
never put that.
Niggas just be
put
throwing
that on
it.
there.
Shut out there like that.
Oh, my bad. I just did it. I just threw
Nah, I
it.
mean, it's out there
That's
now.
why I try to go with
Well,
it. Like,
for
yo,
those
congrats.
for
It's on the
those who
gram.
didn't know, I am expecting a beautiful baby girl in March. Woo! You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
what
but
it
my-
is.
We need
my-
some drops.
Hear my fake. Chill, baby. I'm about to say, hear my fake sound effects. Congrats, my guy.
Thank you, appreciate that. And
How long
for the
have we doing
weekend,
this and still ain't got no drops?
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Though.
Yo, he made sure. He's like, we need some drops. So he tapped me up my chest like, yo, we need some drops.
Danger face though.
I want to see how long he gonna keep talking.
Yeah, we need some drops, Danger.
nah, this weekend what I did, actually this weekend I took the time to finish my tape. You know what I'm saying? So
Let him-
That joyride.
Let him know
yeah,
what's
that
going on.
Joyride. So new mixtape out right now, titled Joyride. It's something for the car, in case you want to catch a vibe.
Yeah, it
but
felt like you ain't put something out in a while.
that's what I was just getting ready to say. Like for the whole, like throughout the whole year, people's like, yo, when you making a mixtape? And to give y'all a little story behind it, me and June, we've been actually trying to work on this project to see like if we could actually put out a visual. But I feel like the visual wasn't up to par the way I visioned it. So I just decided to kind of like hold off. But I think at some point, me and June, we're going to have to like get back to it. But right now, I just feel like I don't want to put out something that I
can see a rough
feel.
draft or not.
I mean, June got the work.
I mean, I definitely want to see it.
June got the
But-
work, but like I said,
Not
like
needed,
when
so
it comes to
feels
stuff
good.
like that, I like to make sure I put out quality. So if I feel like it ain't up to par the way I wanted it to be, I rather just kind of like make sure I do what I got to do to make my stuff better. But as
that
far
makes
as
sense though.
yeah, as far as the tape, I've been working on it for a minute, and then I finally decided to complete it and then put it out there.
Let the people know
It's on the SoundCloud. It's on the
It's a
SoundCloud
hip-hop
right
mix.
now. Hip hop
Name
mix.
of it is Joyride.
They got some current joints you probably hear already, but they got some new stuff too. I just been
So
keeping
being
my
that he
ears
did
open.
hip hop, not to cut you off, he did hip hop. You gotta do Afrobeat.
Oh, that's life for us.
I know you're my friend, but if you pay attention to my mixes, you will know that's part of my roster. Very recent, but it's all good. Take time.
My bad.
It's all good.
Yeah,
My bad.
but that's about it, man.
So I
I
said it's all
didn't. I
good.
didn't scroll up.
That's a fact.
All right, everybody.
What about y'all, man?
How was your weekend, Rello?
Yeah,
How was
man,
your weekend,
come on,
June?
man.
How
Stop
was,
hiding all that money, y'all. I know everybody that's quiet, they made money. That's why they not
Nigga say
talking.
you out here getting it. You trying to be low.
You trying to hide the money.
Nah.
Oh, me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all niggas always do this. All right, you go, nigga.
Oh,
All right.
I don't know, man. This week was very insightful to me, man. I just realized, like, I'm really grateful for friends, man. Like, I have really good friends.
That's
Like,
what's up.
just to be around like good people. Like this week I went to a shelter. And fed the homeless with my man's daughter.
That's what's up.
Yeah, went did that, which I never did before.
June be doing some real different shit though. That's what's up.
Nah, honestly, tell you the truth, I can't even give credit to myself. Like, I hit my man's up one day. He was like, "What you fucking with?" I'm like, "Nothing much." He's like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna come get you." So I was like, "Where we going?" He's like, "We to a shelter." I was like, "Yeah, all right, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
But then he came to scoop me with his daughter. I'm like,
You can't say no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know if this nigga's joking or not. But then, yeah, he went. It was like, he's like, for Thanksgiving, she wanted to do it, but he know how it usually is around that time. So he took her this week. So
Not gonna lie, bro.
That was actually, yo, son, that really, it's a humbling experience.
It's been on my radar. It's been on my radar.
Yeah.
It's been on my radar.
Yeah,
like,
it's
I'm like, I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, it's a very humbling experience. And then same week or whatever like that, I was helping Hypa with his project or whatever like that. I went to the studio with him and everything, seeing how he chopped it up and everything. I was with Ernst and them. Had a really good conversation.
What up, Ernst?
Like real, like
Ernst.
it was just like real talking about like regular stuff. You
What's
know,
up,
regular
Ernst?
life stuff.
That worked.
It was
Okay.
just insightful. And then the next day, I had to I helped my friend balance her checkbook and budget and everything like that. Help her get her financial portfolio in check or whatever like that. And we were just having like a insightful conversation about like lineage and fucking just not just lifestyle, but like, you know, what you gonna leave. Well, what you gonna leave
Legacy.
behind? Yeah, legacy. There you go. We were just talking about what you gonna leave in this world when you leave. You know what I mean? And it was like real insightful. Like the way she put me on, like made me thought about certain things. It's like, I don't know. And the way she made me think about is like, yo, not everybody thinks like me, and certain things I gotta think about too. Is like, yo, you need certain friends to really have like real insightful talks to you about. Cause I'm the type of nigga, I don't really converse with a lot of people because I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the type of time I'm on, somebody else might not be on. So it's like for me to really dig deep in. I mean, other than this podcast, I try to talk a lot, but other than that, if everybody really know me, I don't really talk like that. Like I'm the type of nigga, like I inspect the room. I talk like, I don't really talk like that, but having like these insightful like conversation with friends, like it really made me realize how grateful I am to have like real good friends. Like even like fucking shout out to my brother P, like one of my closest friends. We just have conversations like to a point where I really think about life, and like to a point where, you know what I mean, it motivates me to do better, not just be like have more money or whatever, be successful like money financially, but just to be a better person. And like shout out to Drew, shout out to P, shout
That's
out to
what
all
real
my
friends
niggas.
do for you, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's
That's real
Sounds
shit. It
good.
sounds like you had a very hearty week. Like that's a lot of
Yeah, man. I just
know what I'm
realized,
saying?
yo,
Dope
I'm
shit that
grateful.
happened,
I'm grateful for my friends. Like usually people always say yeah, I've done this by myself. I don't have no help or whatever like that. But in reality, who we kidding? Like we all had help from
yeah.
somebody.
We need
You
it.
know what I mean?
True.
And you know what I mean? Like I appreciate certain people, like Hypa, species. Like that's a given though. But
Yeah.
sometimes I don't really say that. Like, I really appreciate like my brother for real.
Appreciate that. Thank you,
Fire.
bro. Thank
That's
you.
what's up. That's what's up. Love is in the air. Love is in
June
the
had
air.
an epiphany this
Word.
week.
It's a fact. No, you need one of those, man. That's called dose of reality. So I like that.
Those wake me ups.
Yeah, I
Yes,
was
yes.
borderline there when I wrote that post for my birthday.
Okay.
When I was like, I love my friends and my family. That shit, sometimes that shit hits you like at the least expected moment. Like, yo, I got some fire ass people around me. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You have certain questions like, yo, imagine if they didn't help me or they didn't do this or I didn't have that helping hand. Like, where would I have been?
No, I just know other people's friends, and I'm like, God, your friends is terrible. Like, you got some whack ass like people in your circle. Like, for real. I'd be like, damn, that's what happened. Like, none of your friends.
Speaking of that, now I could bring down a podcast. Speaking of having good friends, like I was telling y'all the other day when I went to a restaurant, and I promise you, I seen this girl with her clothing tag, not the tag that comes with the clothes, a price tag. The price tag was sticking out of her back. Pause if applicable. And freaking, I promise you, 3 to 4 girls was walking behind her, and I'm seeing this shit. I'm like, yo, I forgot to tell y'all, bro. How about why this should be happening to me? Son?
What's up?
I seen the same situation with a nigga, bro. The same thing, but this time, this shit hurt me so much. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna leave him out there like that. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna just tell you this in your ear. It's mad girls behind you. You got the tag, you got your clothing tag sticking out your back. You could just tuck it in real quick or go in the bathroom and do it. He tucked it in his back real quick. He was like, yo, good looking, bro. Nigga had Louis Bell on. The nigga had the Gucci sneakers on. I'm like, this is a prime example when niggas be fronting and it goes wrong.
So what does that mean, though? Does that mean they gonna take it back?
Duh. That's exactly what it is.
You gotta tell me because I don't know what's the purpose of doing that.
If he wasn't gonna return it, he would have just ripped the tag
What's the
right
point
then
of
and there.
keeping the tag for what?
Nah, before,
even
on the hats, when people buy fitteds, they don't take off the sticker. Like, it's fashionable.
Yeah,
so that don't mean
kinda old, bro.
Certain things you could get away
That's
with.
definitely a thing of the past.
Tag dragging on the clothes, that you're not getting away with that. What you showing? You want to show niggas the price?
Like,
Nah,
Rel still
like
got
that.
his shit. He still got the tag. But
No, but I'm saying the hats is different.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, to me,
that's a sticker.
That's a sticker.
I'm talking
about tag.
The price,
It's
the
different,
actual
bro.
price.
You know
some people like flexing, bro. They want people to see with that.
That's no flexing, bro. Like, yo, look how much my shit costs. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Trust me, I don't agree with it, but I just never knew. Like, I'm like, niggas do that. Like,
yeah, well, with the story with the women, she's going to the bathroom. They're all walking. I don't know if she has some trifling friends or they just didn't see.
or they probably was jealous.
It could be that too. It could be all of the above. But when I seen it happen with the guy, it was so relatable. I'm like, yo, within myself,
So
I'm not gonna feel good within myself
time
if
out.
I let him just do that to himself. You
Where
feel
this
me?
happened?
Huh?
Where?
I can't do that. So that's answer your question. right there, but
Okay.
Yeah, that's my story for the thing.
Sheesh.
We'll go on quicks.
No, I'm not.
He ain't do much.
We could go into the topics, man.
Yeah. Now we
Of
could
course,
talk
he
about
said
the
he ain't do
things.
too much. So yeah, rolling right on along with this thing here. Topic that we just want to talk about real quick, just because it's prevalent. Happened today. A lot of people commenting on it. I even seen Diddy do a whole freaking damn near minute video talking about it. This guy Jacquees, calling himself the king of R&B, says that he's the king of R&B for this generation. I see a lot of people posting like a picture with like R. Kelly, I think it was Usher in there, Trey Songz, Jacquees, Chris Brown, and basically the caption was, "Who you think is the king of R&B?" So we could get into that a little bit. First of all, do you feel like Jacquees is the king of R&B right now? And second of all, if not, who do you think is?
Reach.
Talk about it.
I think he's reaching. Honestly, I really just started liking him off of that LMA remix. Yeah, that's it. Like I've listened to his stuff earlier, man, but previous stuff, and it ain't really hit to me. So it's like you gotta have great bodies of work.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You need to put way more work in.
Yeah, I just haven't heard enough, content or projects from him for me.
I don't even think it's enough. It's just you don't have anything that's like that is even.
You know what he's going off
at
of?
any pinnacle.
The fact that he's super talented as a singer, and he should understand the way it works now. It's gonna take more than just your talent to even self-proclaim, because that's, if you want to be technical, that's self-proclamation that he's doing, and everybody's looking at him like as if R. Kelly is still not alive, as if Trey Songz is not alive, as if Chris Brown is not currently alive.
Don't forget The Weeknd.
The list goes on, as if your man Miguel is not on some Michael Jackson of the R&B shit.
Miguel's doing
Kinda right now, but
and
I
Bruno
understand.
Mars, but I don't know if he
People
counts
put
as
with
R&B.
Pop-Tart shirts.
I put him
I think
as
there's so
pop.
many categories. It's gonna be hard to even say who's king.
Right.
Like to me, it's like, all right, are we counting a day and age? Is it like the last 20 years, the last 10
All right,
years?
he
Is
says
it
right
king of
now.
R&B
I'm gonna
right
give him.
now?
Okay, if he says right now, just go according to how long he's been in the game. How long Jacquees been? Probably not even 5 years plus. So let's just go back 5 years. Who's better than him, or who's he better than within
Has
the last
any-
5 years?
Bro,
he
go ahead.
Has anything of his even like, I don't want to bring to numbers, but it's the truth. Has anything he's done charted or anything?
I can't speak much on Jacquees. He's an awesome singer, but
He has good bodies of
ask
work.
me to name 5 songs. I'm not gonna lie. I
I
can't.
didn't like the last
I
project.
can't.
I
like
honestly
London
feel
and a
like
couple
the
songs.
whole thing was basically taken out of proportion. I think people ran with it. I don't think he meant it like, he just said that to cause controversy.
It worked.
You know what I'm saying? And it did work, but at the same time, like, I don't think he was dead ass. Like, I don't think he feels he's better or the best.
Then what?
Why
The
not?
best
I
R&B.
really think he do.
I don't think so.
But can't.
I don't know.
Like the king
That's
of
like-
R&B.
Right,
That's,
he said
Even
right
right
now-
now.
Right now,
Right
I
now?
will put, and
I
he
really think he
sometimes
feels
does
that
pop.
way.
I'll still put.
All right.
no,
Chris
you
Brown
can't
in
be the
front.
king of anything if you do covers.
But
Like,
he said his era. One, he said his era, and he said his era. He thinks he's the king. And my thing is like as a
So Bryson and Black is not R&B.
yeah, but I'm just
So
but
he's not even close to them.
all
He
right,
not
but
even, he can't even. He's not
okay,
even
but
nowhere near them.
it's debatable for some. It's
What?
debatable. Well, maybe not for
Not
you,
for
but
me.
it's debatable for some.
Clearly it is because some people.
And another thing too, I feel like as a man and you in a competitive industry, like why is it wrong for him to feel that he's the best? And you know what I mean?
that's why. That's
he
my
puts
point.
the work in.
I feel like he was
feel
saying
like
that, but he don't.
But I'm just saying, like, why can't he feel
He
like
could
that?
feel that way. He could
feel-
feel that
yeah,
way.
I'm about to say he could feel that way.
That's what I'm saying.
I can
Like,
find the
it's-
best
it's
DJ.
like-
Danger could feel
You're
the best
supposed
DJ.
to. You're
Right, that's
supposed
what I'm
to. That's
It's
why
like
I
when
don't
people
see-
be like, "I'm worth $1 billion if I put it." But you know you ain't worth $1 billion.
Yeah, but
but
I
it's
feel
good to
like-
feel like that.
Yeah,
You
but I'm
know?
just
So-
saying, if you know you putting the work in, and then you know the type of hard work and the grind that you put in your high quality in your music or whatever like that, it's okay to say that because you know you putting the work behind
June,
it.
I understand what you're saying, but let's talk facts.
What?
Let's
What's
talk
Yeah,
that?
facts.
like-
He has good bodies of work, bro. He
But let's
does.
talk facts. He's not
What?
the best. He's not the king
No,
of
hell
R&B.
no.
We're talking facts.
First
We're
of
not
all, he
talking about,
can't even-
somebody's personal opinion. He's entitled to his personal opinion. He's justified. There's nothing wrong with what he said for him. But if we're talking facts, that's wrong.
I think Khalid got him beat. I think Black got him beat. I think
It's a lot of names we're gonna.
it's gonna be. But as far as the king, I'd say Chris Brown.
Like you said,
It's
if he
CB.
want to self-proclaim that he's the king of R&B, he has all right to. He should.
Yeah, I'm not
But-
knocking him for saying it. I'm not even knocking
Sit
him
up.
for
He's
thing,
not.
but if we're talking facts, there's way more better artists, R&B artists than him.
Yeah, I agree. But
What I can say is, if you compare him like his actual singing, I think he is like the way he sings. I think he is better than like
Yo,
your favorite
so-
R&B artist.
Hell no.
Just
Not
something-
my
bro,
favorite.
like,
I'm being
Not
honest
my
with you.
favorite.
Sing.
When
Who's your
I
favorite?
when
Not
I
my
hear him,
favorite.
He
Who's
can
your
OD
favorite?
sing, bro.
Nah.
Who's your favorite?
I don't even think he sound better than Khalid. To me,
Nah,
I
you
like
know what?
that.
It's different. It's weird because
Sorry, my
like
It's two different
his-
types of
like
styles.
his falsetto is a whole different type of voice. Like
I'll be
his-
honest. When I listen to
he-
him, I think of some old school.
Yeah, like his
vibe.
voice
Like
is unique.
he has a great
He
vibe.
sounds like
Yeah.
an R&B singer. Honestly, to me, he sounds like Pleasure P to me.
Who?
Jacquees.
yeah, he do have that.
Jacquees kind of oversings. Like,
Yeah,
he kind of
he got that
oversings.
Trey Songz
but-
when in the beginning stage. With
Now
Trey,
that shit used to
Like,
get used to
oh
get him.
my God.
I never hated that though. I never.
Nah, I
hated
hated that shit.
It's different. Cause
I'm
it's,
glad
it's
he
hard
grew
to,
up.
It's hard to differentiate voices because certain voices is unique. Like Khalid's voice is unique.
I just
And,
feel like they should not compare. I'm not talking about his personal life, but R. Kelly is on a different spectrum.
First of all,
That's why I
that's
said
disrespectful.
Created this
Yeah,
shit for
yeah,
the
yeah,
men. He
yeah.
created it
But
for the
see, but you can't put R. Kelly in there because he said his era. Y'all forgot.
know,
that
no, you know
part.
what-
saying to
you know
build
why
a
you can't
picture
say- you
that
know why we-
compared all of them. It's
You
like
know why
R.
we
Kelly
can't say that?
trade.
Because
Yeah, no,
R.
but
Kelly
see,
is the
but
king of
I'm
R&B.
going-
He claimed
I'm-
that.
Guess what I heard?
I'm going
Well,
off
guess
what he
I- guess
said.
what I
He
saw.
said his
All right,
era.
hold on.
I saw somebody write, which is you saying he can't say that because you said it's for his era. Somebody said, and I agree. R. Kelly is the king of R&B for his generation, our generation,
It's Chris Brown.
generations to come.
It's Chris Brown.
Who?
I
No,
think
I'm
it's
talking
Chris.
about R. Kelly, bro.
I don't agree with that. I think R. Kelly's the king of R&B for his generation.
For our generation.
Our,
no,
If R.
He
Kelly-
succeeds.
if
He
R. Kelly-
surpasses at least two generations because it might have been for our moms like coming
Yes.
coming
Yeah,
close to us,
yeah.
and then for us still. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Then
a
how
little
you
bit of
forget
half.
Usher? How you forget Usher?
Nah, I
Like,
don't know. It depends on how you rate it because it's like what songs was he give? What R&B songs he was giving us in like the late 2000s?
Ignition,
Okay.
Booty.
Late
He
2000s.
had
Like, but I'm not saying they're not good, but I'm talking about there wasn't no half on the babies.
but he had World's Greatest that came out in the 2000s.
that World's Greatest. I would even consider that
R&B,
as
right? Yeah.
like half on a baby and when a woman's fed up. I don't even consider that.
Then you
But
break
I believe I could
then
fly.
you breaking it down to what's R&B
And
to
then-
you.
then-
No.
They won't be here till
What
tomorrow.
I'm saying is his era. He had that era with half on a baby. He had
What
that.
about
That
Step
era
in
was
the
his.
Name of Love?
But you
Nah, that
can't
was- that
seep
don't count,
that.
that don't
You
count.
can't seep that. You can't seep
I
those
would-
songs to the next
I don't
to the
look at it
next
as an
era.
R&B song. That's like
That's
like-
very R&B.
that's
Yo,
not R&B at
that's-
all.
that's-
yo,
Step in the
that's
Name
a
of Love.
celebration
Yeah,
song.
that
Don't
is.
you know
Yeah,
now-
that
yo,
is
it's
an
like
R&B
barbecue
song.
music.
Yo,
Yeah,
TP2,
Everybody get together.
TP2
guy.
came out in 2000.
Yeah, 2000. I said late 2000.
Oh no, all right.
That project was heat.
I think around.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think ar-
TP2 was good. I liked
I
it.
think right after 2003, right after Chocolate Factory, he was done. I think that was.
Yeah,
it.
but I feel like Chocolate
No,
Factory
he still
didn't have
came out
no,
with
Had
Same
Reloaded.
Girl. He had.
No, he had good songs. He had good songs,
But he
I'm
didn't
just saying
have
was done
like
after
those.
Chocolate
like-
Factory came out in 2003.
He
and
made-
then
I-
that was
Imprint.
He
I
made
can't.
Black
I can't
Panties
even
in
think.
2013.
I can't
I
think
like
of
that.
one Jacquees song.
That's what I'm saying. Huh?
Yo,
I
Chris
didn't like
Brown. Chris Brown, man. That's
I
it.
didn't like that one.
You just
But
a Chris Brown fan, nigga. That's it.
No,
not
Chris
not
Brown-
even just that. Chris Brown. Period.
Niggas was like, yo,
To
they
me,
want
Chris-
they want to give Chris Brown king, but
Honestly,
that nigga
if
been
it-
gang begging too long.
If
and
it
he-
came
he
to
not on his
Jacquees
R&B
and
shit.
Omarion would sing him out the box, bro.
No,
like,
no.
Nah,
I
I
think
don't
he got a
know
better
about
voice.
that. Sing him.
He
Not
got a
sing
he got a
him.
better voice than
Not sing
Omarion.
him.
Alright.
Singing voice.
Perform him out the box, probably.
I'm talking about
Oh, that's
songs.
that's
I'm
by
talking
far.
about songs, bro.
Let's go around the list. Who's your king? Who's the king of R&B to you?
This generation,
Do we have to do that?
like we talking about him.
All right.
So like
this generation.
we-
All right. The last decade from now to from today till 2008.
Chris Brown.
Chris
easy.
Brown, yeah.
Chris Brown. People
To me, I
forget,
don't feel like Chris Brown's R&B.
Chris
like
Brown.
Anymore.
but I'm saying he has hit R&B records.
Which
That
one?
nigga never had.
yeah.
Take
Yo.
You Down,
Yo.
he
he
had
has,
8 years
put
with
you to
charting
sleep,
records, bro.
Sex You to Sleep.
He actually
got-
has a record
He
right
has
now.
a whole bunch of like. If I have his catalog in front of me, I could name you a whole
Bro,
bunch
he's
of
the
R&B
only
songs that
artist.
he has.
He's the only artist that was on the top 100 for like 7 years straight.
But he's-
He never meant. Yeah, they had put the shit up and he posted
I
it.
think Rel's
Yeah, I
implying
remember
that he's
him.
pop.
I was like, what
I
the
think Rel,
fuck?
I think Rel's kind of implying
think
like his
'cause
hit
he-
records are pop.
He
It's
went
not,
he
it's
went
not
pop
R&B.
for a little
Tell
while
me
and
they
it was
not?
just
Huh?
They not.
Like I'm telling you, like if I look at his catalog, like he has songs like R&B
respect what he
hit
does.
records, like Take You Down. He has Sex You Down to Sleep. He has a whole
Yeah,
bunch
those
of
are R&B
like,
R&B songs.
To me, he's just like I don't know. To me, it's pop. It's
Yeah.
not like he just came in with R&B,
Is he the
stayed
king of pop?
R&B. He just stayed R&B like R. Kelly was R&B.
Yeah, I
Miguel
feel like,
is
but
R&B. They're
honest-
not changing
Uh,
with it.
Oh,
see, that's
yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
See, I
We
feel
spoke
like you
about-
can't do that.
We spoke about the
I
Miguel
feel like you
shit.
can't do that
We spoke
because
about Miguel.
Miguel is fused with rock. You know what I mean? So you can't like disregard that like Chris Brown. I agree with you. He fused with pop, he fused with rap, but like you can't disregard him because he's not a full R&B guy. But you can't do the same with Miguel. When Miguel's with R&B, he's rock too. He's kind of punk rock. I don't know if you realize that.
I mean, if you think about it, it kind of crippled him because he's only R&B.
Yeah, like
Because if you show versatility, that really shows your artistic side.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because there's artists
I'm
that
not gonna
just stick with their
I was
genre
about
and
to say
they've been
that.
very successful.
But
Sometimes
not-
people just
but-
love the
but the
fact
times
that they're
change.
good at what they're doing.
yeah, but
But
the times
if you're talking
change,
about
like,
your
it's evolved now.
generation, that really.
So I guess Miguel's past the younger generation now. He's more of
But I still consider like
I
because
don't- I
he's a
don't-
late
I don't
bloomer
group
when
him
it comes to
with
his
that.
music.
He's still
I don't-
relevant to me.
Yeah,
He's relevant.
No, that's
But
no question.
I feel like
what generation?
I don't feel like he's with that
Not
group,
with the younger.
with the Bryson
I
Tillers
think,
and
who? Miguel?
Nah,
Yeah.
he's
I
I
above
feel like
them.
he's in a
he's
class by
above
himself.
that. Yeah, he's above
His
that.
sound is just
It's different.
I
It's
wouldn't even say
R&B and rock.
above. I just feel like he's
I'm
in
about
his
to go
own
listen
class.
to that
Don't
Kaleidoscope
compare him.
Dreams again.
It's R&B. That's
That shit
exact.
is
That's a
fire,
perfect
bro.
example of R&B and rock.
That's
That
a
is-
great album, bro.
That's perfect.
Like he
That's
got like heavy
that's a
guitar,
perfect album.
like heavy guitars. It's rock.
It's like live
rock,
instruments,
yeah.
basically. Like he was in the
That's
studio
it.
while
Tell
they
me
played.
more R&B than Chris Brown to me.
I don't know, man. If you
And
go
then we
look,
got to go back to talk about what really
So you
is
can see.
R&B, and
yeah, that's
it's
true.
it's hard, man. If
Yeah.
you want to talk about real R&B, we're gonna have to talk about niggas like Tyrese, niggas like Maxwell, niggas like Avant.
Oh,
niggas
that
like,
ain't fair.
That's like
Tank.
R&B.
That's
though.
R&B,
I'm
yeah,
just
that's
saying,
R&B.
If you're talking about
No,
real
so I said
R&B,
Tank.
Yeah, but
Tank, yeah.
this is our problems as old heads. Like we gotta evolve.
Old heads.
Like
Speak
nah,
for
but
yourself,
it's the
bro.
truth. But we have to evolve because it's like now, even with the soul trap, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I know that is the
I
now
I
R&B.
never
Yeah,
heard. I
that's-
never heard that. You mean
what soul trap?
trap?
That's
soul.
Bryson
Trap
Tiller.
soul.
said.
Okay, all right.
I'm
I
bugging. I'm like,
apologize.
that's a
I had to
new
flip
shit?
it around.
Soul trap? I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, I had to flip it around. My bad.
But
Trap
when,
soul.
honestly, when you really listen to those, especially like black projects, bro, his songs is R&B, bro. I know a lot of niggas
But he
think
raps
about-
too.
Yeah, he does, but he has some real R&B
Who you
songs
talking
too.
about?
Chris
Who you
Brown
talking
has real
talking about
R&B
Black.
songs.
I'm not
So
talking
black?
about Chris Brown. I'm just
Oh.
saying you talking about the trap soul shit. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
trap soul. He got a lot of those, but he has a lot, especially on the last project. He has a lot of like ballads, like
yeah.
real
I agree.
R&B kind of songs.
I agree, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's why for you saying Chris Brown doesn't like Chris Brown has songs with Brandy. Like Chris Brown has songs with like what's his name? What's her name?
He got this song.
Janae Aiko. Like he
Overdose
has
right
like
now, that's
good
poppin'.
records, like good R&B.
That song that I
records.
chose for the Oddly podcast, that Falling Down song, a lot
That's
of
more
niggas
pop.
don't listen to it.
That's kind of more pop. That's like Michael Jackson-ish pop.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sounded like Mike on that shit. I don't even think Mike was R&B like that. He had some R&B tracks. but
Yo,
Mike
what
was
is-
like
what
is
pop.
the king
had
of
hit
pop?
R&B records.
He the
too,
king
though.
of
But he
pop.
was like more pop.
Who, Mike?
Like
Mike
if
is,
you look at him,
Mike
as
is
a
the
whole,
king
I
of
would
pop.
say-
Pop,
I would
pop.
lean
Yeah.
more towards
Nothing
pop than
R&B about
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah.
Mike.
Fact.
he
What?
said it. He
But
king
he
of
had
pop.
R&B song like nigga. The song that R. Kelly wrote for him was a big hit, and it was R&B.
Yo, you-
I'm just saying, if
If
you
you
had to
wanna-
pick a group for him,
you
I
gotta
would go
get-
more
Oh,
towards
okay.
pop.
Yeah, pop. Yeah,
You
king
got to
of
go
pop.
back to the technicality of what R&B means. If you break it down like
Rhythm
that,
and blues.
he's kind of right.
What?
I'm saying you're right. If you break it down like Michael Jackson did kind of make R&B songs also. If you
Yeah.
want to say it's rhythm and blues, if you want to
Yeah.
use
Dirty
that term,
Diana.
All right, so maybe
Dirty Diana was kind of rocking R&B.
Yeah.
I guess a better comparison would be to then say like, all right, out of the Jaheems and the Avants and the Joes and all that, which young artist could fit in that group today?
I think that's unfair.
it is because it's not a lot.
No. I'm
It's
just
not even
saying
just
like as far
like, the
not
game's
talent
evolved.
wise, not talent wise. I'm just talking about as far as the music they make, because you got to compare it to real R&B if you're gonna do that. And if you can't compare nobody that makes that type of sounding or that feeling of like R&B, then it ain't really many R&B artists out now.
But see, this is why I think it's unfair, because it's like, yo, if you go to a dude like the dude that was from the 70s and 80s, he'll say like the guys in the 90s wasn't real R&B. He'll say like real R&B is Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye. Like he'll say, like, you know what I mean? Like every era. I'm just saying every era is always gonna feel, because the game's always evolving. Like,
So direct.
It's always gonna be some judgment.
so yeah, it's always gonna be judgment with different eras that you go to. So I can see it. That's why I'm saying it's hard. That's not fair.
I don't know. To me, I don't know. It's not as far
It's
fetched
not a
as
lot
you.
of R&B being sang.
It's not. I can't even really think of nobody right now that's really.
It's
besides
not.
a
I
couple
don't
of
blame the
females.
people though, bro. I feel like the game.
There's a lot of
did
fucking going on.
That's what R&B is now, unfortunately.
I'm mad lost. Where did that come from?
That's what they be talking about.
That's what they be talking
Yeah.
about. It's like, I feel like
It ain't
R&B
no
sometimes-
serenade.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
I feel like R&B, old school R&B is like, I mean, you laying your lady down and you
That's
getting her
not
ready.
that, nigga. He
Now-
was just saying R. Kelly was talking about stroking and feeling on your booty and all that type
Yes,
of stuff.
but feeling
What?
on your booty and bend that ass over and blah blah blah. It's two different.
They sound like
things.
rappers when they
Exactly.
talk like that. But R&B,
R.
like
Kelly, you
Kels
just
had a
said
way.
R. Kelly was
no,
raunchy.
He was raunchy
But it
compared to
wasn't
the
as-
Al Green listeners. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like to us, we kind of grew up on it, so we was just like, oh, this shit, nigga, half on the baby and all that. He was saying some,
That's what
keep
I'm
it on the
saying.
down low, but it still was R&B. Like you could still finesse a chick to that. Now, what you gonna play when you
I think
with a
he
woman?
Chicks is playing City Girls when they
Niggas iffy, like you know, you listen to the hardcore rap now.
That's just crazy.
So which one do y'all prefer then?
What?
That's what it comes down to.
I mean,
As far as
I think 90s is golden era too.
90s,
But on the
yeah.
other hand too, I still one of my favorite R&B albums of all times is one of them, like I'll say top 10 is Trace It. Ready. Ready's one of the like
That's a
one.
fire album.
I'm gonna revisit.
Is that the one?
Dope
I mean, it's
R&B.
good.
Is
I'm gonna revisit.
Is that the
Jupiter
one with Neighbors
Love,
Know My
yeah,
Name and all that?
Babies
Black
Know My
Roses. and
Yeah,
all that.
Black
I ain't
Roses,
gonna
all
lie.
that. That's
I like that. I like that album too.
Nah, my shit was mad crispy.
No, I ain't talking about that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with you on that one. I'm gonna lean towards more the old school, the
Yeah, I'm more of a
90s
90s
type.
on.
We kind of would spoil you, bro. If you think about it, as
That's
far
what
as
I'm
music and sports, we had the best. Like
We always gonna say that.
Everybody's
because you
gonna-
could go
we
to,
always
you go
gonna
to the
Bro,
80s.
we think about it,
From
bro.
the 80s,
No,
gonna say
really,
Magic
bro.
and Bird too, bro.
They be
Nah,
yo,
but
I-
like we had the best era, bro. The '90s era is the best era.
I don't,
People
I don't,
in
I
the
don't
80s
agree
would
with
probably
that
say the
statement that
80s
we
too.
always gonna say that. I have kids, even my niece saying she wish she was born in the 90s or the 80s or something like
That's
that.
crazy.
We had the littest era,
And
bro.
she's
I've never
friggin'
heard
16.
that before.
I think
Yes,
so,
and
but
she's
I
16
can't. I
years
can't
old.
put my
Maybe I did that to her. Who
opinion on
knows?
everybody.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Probably.
Maybe I did that to her.
I don't think I'm doing that. I just feel like we had the better artists.
I think
We
so,
had
but
the
I'm just like I said, I
better-
can't put my opinion on everybody else.
I
Some people that was born in the 90s think the 2000s was the classic era.
yes.
And people
2000s
from
was
the
lit too.
80s probably
The
think
early
they got they
2000s.
shit
Yes,
was.
yes, you're right.
Yeah, early 2000s.
You know what I
was
mean?
probably-
Early, yeah, like 2000,
like 2006.
Not
Remember,
even
that's
that
when
far.
50.
I'm,
That's
I'm
when
going
50
straight
and
to
all them was
3.
coming
I'm
out.
stopping
Yeah.
at 3, 4.
Pause.
That's too early.
That's it.
Nah, that was
That's
lit.
it.
That was
Nah,
really lit.
2006. That's when I graduated high school. It was still lit, bro.
2006. That's when
That's
Ross
when
and
Wayne started
Drake
to take
and all them
over.
Yeah,
started
2000
You
was-
coming
can't
through, too.
forget
Yeah.
about that.
Of course,
That's
that
when
was
Wayne
lit.
started taking over.
But I've been on Wayne with the 99 since 99 and
Yeah, but
this,
he wasn't the
this
same
Wayne was
rapper.
a whole different
He
Wayne.
wasn't
though,
the
bro.
I
same
still
rapper.
like that rapper at that time too. I like that.
I missed the
I
Gilly
like
the Kid
that Wayne too.
Oh,
Gilly the
yeah.
Kid Wayne. I
That's-
missed
that's 2000.
That's 2000.
when that rumor
Yeah.
was going
nigga
around where
talking
Gilly was writing his
Spanish.
shit.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, this nigga Wade is OD. And it was getting better and better and
Yeah.
better. So he was like, nah, you ain't
Talking
writing
about, yeah,
stuff no more.
Drought
I
Wayne.
got into a
Drought
fist
Wayne,
fight
no
when somebody
ceilings
said
Wayne.
Wayne
That
was
was
better
2000s.
than Hove, man.
Huh?
I got into a fist fight because Wayne was on
This nigga said
everything.
fist fight.
And niggas was like, yeah, he better than Jay-Z. And I was like, I can't believe you gonna do that.
Nah, he had like a
At a
good
time,
run, though.
son, he was like the man. He was like the
He
best
was
nigga
the
in
best
hip hop, bro.
Rapper.
No,
Hip-hop.
I give you that. But
and he-
better than Hove. You're
but
going too far.
At the time, they started putting
I
him.
don't know, son.
When because he was claiming that best rapper alive thing, and they
Since
was
the
like,
best
yes.
rapper retired. People forget that
Yeah,
second part.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing about him was, I think people like disregard Wayne with that. He's the one who started the drop content after content after content after content. Back
Nah,
to
that
back
was
to
Gucci,
back.
That was
bro.
Gucci Man, bro.
That was Gucci.
Was it?
Was
Gucci
it?
Man,
But
bro.
hold on. How long? But
It was doing
Wayne
that
was
before
2000s.
It was
Wayne
Gucci-
was 2000s.
Yeah,
Remember-
Gucci was
been out-
90s, bro. He
Gucci
was
been out-
around
Gucci
for
was
mad
90s?
long.
Gucci,
Hell yeah.
I remember him
see,
being out in the
guess
thing.
that's-
I remember him
guess
being out
I
like
guess that's me being ignorant.
2000s.
I missed that.
Yeah,
That
'cause
nigga Gucci,
I
he
got.
had-
I
I
thought
don't know
Gucci
about
got
the
hot.
90s.
I thought
I know
Gucci got
2000s.
hot like late 2000s.
No.
That's so Icy
Gucci
came
got-
out in like 2002.
Gucci got
Seriously?
Yeah, bro.
But he
With
was
him
hot
and
before
Jeezy.
that.
Yeah.
He was hot before that, yeah.
Yeah.
He
The
had that
Lemonade,
trap house. He had that.
He got hot in New York because of that Lemonade song. That
Nah, it was
And
the
that
So
was later
Icy.
on.
no, I'm
though.
talking about.
Yo,
yeah,
it's so
yeah,
funny.
So Icy.
So Icy's 2002. I really started.
Let me
It
look
started
that
really getting bumped like late 2000s.
Yeah, nigga,
To
we up
me.
north. They like.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of songs.
We late on everything.
Yeah.
We,
Like,
was
we was late on
Young
Ludacris.
Dro. We was late on Young Dro.
We was
too.
late on Ludacris.
I
And
wasn't.
T.I.
I started listening.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, Ludacris.
Disturbing the piece ass nigga.
I remember Ludacris from Madden '98.
Yeah, I remember I heard
That song,
fantasies
Fat
when
Rabbit.
I was in Florida. I was like, yo, they
I
playing
be
some
that
shit,
nigga
some
named
nigga named
Luda.
Ludacris. I was like, I remember I was like 7th grade. I was like in
Yo,
7th grade.
I was 16 in Texas, right? And Lil Boosie was fire. He had this song called Swerve. And I came back.
Third ride.
Swerve ride. So I came back to New York. Well, matter of fact, I was out there, and this is when 50 just started. I'm in Texas, and 50 just started getting hot. I'm like, y'all know who 50 Cent is? They was like, no. You know who Lil Boosie is? I was like, no. So I'm listening
Oh
to
wow,
it.
see that?
So I'm listening to it, and I kind of got into it because I'm out there. So I came back, and I'm like, yo, y'all heard of Lil Boosie? Like, fuck is you talking about? But that's when 50 got super hot. So like a year later, I hit my cousins in Texas. They was like, I'm like, y'all know who 50 Cent is now? He's like, hell yeah, that nigga hot.
2004.
And he was buzzing way before that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was popping before that. Because that's how he even got on the song with Young Jeezy.
Yeah, but I still think Wayne's was 2000s.
Jeezy had that wave,
So
though.
early
I
2000s.
said-
Snowman
Yo,
wave.
they banned that shit in my high school.
What?
The shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I think
because
that
it
everything.
meant selling drugs.
Even I'm surprised they didn't ban the Coke Boys.
So what hip hop artists put
When I
y'all-
used to look at those shirts, I'm like, does that mean you doing coke? And then I realized, oh, that's him. That's. I really used to think that, man.
I
That's
started
crazy.
to hate them shirts after a while though. That's crazy.
No,
Yeah.
hip hop used to just jump on trends and it's be like, yo,
I'm done. All
Fucking
right.
Dipset had everybody rocking long tees.
and pink.
The barbershop
and
tees.
shit.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I ain't gonna lie, I was rocking that too.
I burnt every picture I had. That
What?
you ever look back at those fucking pictures, bro?
With
When
the
you
tees?
dress like that?
Yo, you look at you.
Every era had that,
Hypa, you
bro.
quiet as hell.
Nah, I
Niggas in
know.
the 80s was wearing
I'm just
hammer pants,
listening,
my
bro.
nigga.
Yo, freaking No, but still,
But that shit is.
I never did that.
T-shirt past your
I never did
knees,
what?
bro.
Oh yeah. Dangerous. I can say honestly,
Niggas
I
had
can vouch.
dresses on,
Yes.
bro.
Danger's the only nigga that
No.
didn't wear long tees, like
That shit
triple
looks
X. long
stupid,
tees.
bro. It always
So
did,
niggas
bro.
had dresses on, bro.
That's what it looked like. I'm like, yo, that niggas is wearing nightgowns in the street, bro. Doing the most. Go wear your size. You ain't hear
But mind you,
You know that's what
if you
Andre
went to-
3000 was talking about on Walk It Out. I know I heard it recently, so that's why I remember. He was talking about that on the Walk It Out remix. He said, take your T-shirt 2 sizes down, make your mama proud. He's talking. That was that
yeah,
era.
yeah, yeah.
When all them niggas wearing them shits mad long. Post.
Yo, I used to
What's
go
that,
out to
3K?
parties, and girls used to like
3K?
Yeah, Andre.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Girls used to like niggas in that shit. That's why they kept doing it. It was like, oh, this is popular.
I thought I was a franchise boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Niggas are doom doom.
That goes to show.
I'm just over here listening to all y'all what y'all saying. I'm like,
Nigga, you was wearing triple X, double X.
I
tees,
know.
too.
I'm just listening. That's
I'm
all
bouncing on
doing.
my toes. Watch me super.
This nigga bringing it back to 2007 on some Soulja Boy shit.
Well, so what artists do y'all feel personally put y'all on the hip hop? If you could say an artist made you, get into hip hop, what artist you think that would be?
My answer to that, I have no specific artist. I was just a hip hop lover from the beginning. So I liked everybody, but honestly, when it comes to me, like my favorite artists, growing up listening to hip hop, it automatically goes to DMX.
I think
That's it.
Biggie
It's automatically go to DMX.
Biggie opened my eyes to like.
I was on Biggie, but for some reason, I just automatically just go to DMX because I was listening to DMX. When I say faithfully and only him for years, I'm gonna disregard this nigga. But I was listening. I was listening to him for years. But it is what it is, man. But I can't say no artist put me on, bro.
Yeah.
No artist really put me on. But my favorite artist would be Biggie and DMX.
Hypa?
I've been listening to like Criss Cross. I've been listening to like hip hop and rap for a minute, but
So Criss Cross put you
Like-
on hip hop?
yeah,
That's the question.
the Brat, Criss Cross, Cool
Jermaine
Know
J.
they by
put
nature.
you on
That's
shit.
funny that you said that. I
Chris-
swear to
Chris-
God, I was about to say the
Criss
Brat.
Cross, yeah.
That Funkdafied.
I knew he was gonna say
Yeah.
that. You got
That shit rung off in the
I'm not
Midwest,
gonna-
bro.
I'm not even gonna hold you up. I would be. I said Biggie. Biggie made me really fuck with hip hop, but niggas like LL really like put me on the hip hop.
Like
Queens-
Criss Cross
Queens
and,
knocked
and,
you out,
and,
Mama said
and,
knocked you
and
out,
the
know
Brat
that?
kind
Who
of put
shot
me
you?
onto hip hop. for me.
I think the later stuff.
So on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nah, that was hip hop. I'm talking
said
about
that was hip-hop.
You talking about the early stuff like
Really?
I'm Bad or My Radio?
Nah, that's too early for me. It was more so like
Like,
Round the way, girl.
yeah, that type of the girly stuff when he's rapping.
Serenade the Bitch.
Yeah.
The
Hey
girls.
Lover. You talking about Hey Lover?
Yes,
Mr.
there we go.
Smith.
There we go.
Mr.
That's
Smith.
standing at the
Yo.
bus stop sucking on a lollipop.
Exactly. Those songs.
That shit-
That's when I was like, this is a good vibe. But Biggie got me like, oh snap! Like this is
Yeah,
this
me
is
too.
different. I like this.
But now that you spoke about Hey Lover, I'm not really thinking about it because I still frequently hear it because it's on one of my mixes. But that's like the most hip hop R&B song ever, bro. Like he's rapping on it, but I still look at that song as an R&B song. son.
It is
That's how I look
Was
at.
it? Ain't
That's
that,
how I look at
ain't that Boyz
Method
II
Man
Men?
and
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige.
Boyz II-
The
huh?
You're All I Need.
Mhm.
That's the perfect
Yeah.
to me the best hip hop R&B
But
collabo
that's
ever.
when it started. Like, oh, okay, we could do
Ja
this together.
Rule.
Yeah,
He started doing it
that's-
himself.
So where do you if those are like hip hop R&B records, where do y'all put DMX's How's It Going Down?
That's the same. It's in
yeah.
that.
No,
in that
it's
category.
definitely
Same-
up there. But
yeah.
like,
Y'all
to
just
me,
don't know. We don't know the girl. That's what I feel like. If it was like a known, that's that Faith. That could be Faith, right?
What you talking about?
Yo, that's one of
Yo,
my
how's it
favorite.
going
They
down?
probably
That's
sampled
one of
that.
The-
That's one of my favorite hybrid songs, like
Oh,
hip
yeah,
hop
you
and
talk-
R&B.
oh,
That's
now-
one of my
yeah,
favorites.
How it's
now I'm
going
listening
down?
to it,
Yeah.
sound like a-
I don't know the girl, but I don't know.
I still
always
be-
felt
No,
like-
no, it's
But
not.
they,
When I
you
watched
know
that,
which one
Shorty
is.
had the wagon in the video.
You know what song got the highest though, like the best hip hop R&B
I
collab
think
is
that's X.
Dilemma.
What?
It's
Uh,
Dilemma.
Nelly?
Yep.
No.
Yeah,
That, that's what they
Kelly
said.
Rowland
Like, that's
shit?
a fact.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying
very,
like
very
yeah.
possible. Very
Like-
possible.
X was
Yeah,
speaking
that's
like
a fact.
X shit. I don't know. Like to me, I was so like it was dope. Like everything he said,
Everything,
I could
everything,
picture it, and it was the video.
Everything.
Yes.
Like
And guess
I
what?
pictured the video
We
before the
talking
video.
about it right now. I bet you I got the video visual.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's how good it is.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
with
Shorty
chicken, with
walking
this
down
chicken,
125th with the Harlem sign in the background. That shit was fire.
And it's so crazy. I always felt like, yo, that vision was dope because it's like, even when I heard the song the first time and I looked at the video, I was like, yep, that's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
And, you know, you can't even say that shit no more.
Which I thought of
Crazy.
Jay-Z Best of Me with Maya. But there's the original with Jada Kids.
With
and there's
Jada.
the
I like
original.
both.
I like both too, and I think that people be sleeping on the
The
Jada.
Jada one. That's a fact.
They don't
hard.
start too.
I wouldn't put it with those two.
See, I gotta get it.
No, I was asking
wouldn't
what
put
you
it.
thought
I didn't
about
think
it.
about
I didn't say it
Yeah,
was
I
bad.
liked it. I liked it.
Faith got a classic.
What you asked just now, Hypa? I ain't hear
Which
you.
I thought of the Jay-Z,
And
like and
Maya.
Maya.
The best of
Oh,
me.
okay.
That was a fire track.
Hip hop.
Yeah, that's
and R&B.
Remember
was a
at
good
that?
one.
You know that's still in rotation.
You remember them times? Yo,
Oh,
Jay
yeah.
had.
Hell yeah, you got to play that at the club.
If
Still
Jay
all the
said
time.
wear
Still
this,
play that.
we wore it.
Yeah,
yeah, like
Like,
the button downs.
Iceberg.
Everything, no matter what it was.
yeah. When he
button
took off
downs
the
was a wave.
jerseys and put
Carolina
down the
blue
button ups.
kicks.
Yeah,
Hottest nigga
he
on
kind
the
of
block.
he's making it hard now because the shit that he be mentioning be causing like a band better.
Niggas still wear it.
Yup.
or get
Yo,
something
I'm
close
gonna
to
catch
it.
him. Don't worry, I'm gonna catch him next episode. Catch him. I'm letting him rock right now.
But-
No, bro, he's in 5 pauses
But-
in. But go ahead.
Oh,
I know y'all ain't
I
catching.
got
No, I was like, what? But yeah, yo, I was shocked when I heard that though. Like Dilemma, they said that was the best hip hop R&B
Oh, please.
song ever.
Yeah, fuck out there.
I mean, it did have his run though.
It had a run.
had its
but
run.
Bro, the song
it did
itself
numbers.
went
It
diamond.
did
I was about to
Yeah,
say
it did
this.
numbers.
This at
It
the
did
time when whatever Nelly touched went diamond. Like everything he touched.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think he
that
can't-
put Kelly Rowland on the map.
Yeah,
As
definitely did.
I
a
agree.
solo
Yeah,
artist.
Okay. all right.
I remember.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
I remember. I
It was
agree.
just
I agree.
Beyonce.
I understand why you said that. I remember like yesterday when that song was being played. I was working at. It was at an electronic store like PC Richards. Remember, I had mad jobs. I had everything, and they always was playing that song on the fucking TV. I hate that song because of that store, bro.
Yeah.
I hate that song because of that store. I'm like, yo, it's good, but y'all ODing now. I'm like, yo, y'all don't. Where the,
Which one you worked at? Green Acres or the one on?
It's
on
a
Linden?
store like PC Richards. It was called The Zone. It was like one of those
said
moms.
PC Richards,
moms like The Zone. It was like
right across the street from King's Plaza.
yeah, exactly that spot. Yeah. That's why you know me. We knew each other for bad luck.
Bags.
Crazy.
Yeah, I like that song, but I don't feel like it's on the top for me. The one Hypa said, Jay-Z and Maya.
Nah,
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Nice,
It
that's
was-
up
It's
there.
because it still
I'm talking
gets
about
played.
for
It
my-
still gets played in the club, so it's like fresh in our mind still.
Another one is If I Rule the World. With
I
Lauryn
don't
Hill
look.
and
I don't.
Nas.
I don't even look at that as
It was
R&B at all. I just look at it as
to me,
hip-hop.
it wasn't
because
like,
she's a rapper too. That's
it
why.
wasn't like. It wasn't like.
it wasn't more. It
Method
was
Man.
more rap than R&B.
Yeah, it was more like rap.
Way more
Yeah,
rap.
Nas-
than
that's what I'm
R&B.
saying. Nas.
It wasn't the best of the. It wasn't the best fusion.
Right. It wasn't exactly. It wasn't the best fusion.
It wasn't the best
Lauren was
fusion.
singing
Walk right
ass
up
off
to
of
the
that hook.
sun.
Bro,
That
you
song
you
is still
you
hard.
heard more rap than the R&B side. You come
I
on
don't
now,
know.
son.
It was
Really?
dope. I don't know. Nas was kicking Nas.
That song, that was my introduction to New York.
Where?
I moved to New York when that song was like buzzing.
That's a perfect song.
That's a perfect song.
So
to talk
perfect
about.
song to
You know
say.
what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, who the fuck is Nas and why didn't I hear about him in Detroit?
Word?
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
certain artists they wasn't they were just regional. They
We
wasn't.
was getting everything:
Yeah.
Tupac, Eazy-E, Bone Thugs,
Yeah, because
Snoop.
if I rule the
everything
world,
West Coast.
it was written, right? So that was the second project. That's
It was
after
written,
Illmatic.
yeah.
Yeah.
What year was that? 95, 96?
Yeah, 95, 96. Because
Yeah.
I think Illmatic was 90. He was 17.
Nah, Illmatic or Stillmatic?
Illmatic.
Oh,
Illmatic
Illmatic
was
was-
90,
No,
95, 94.
Still Maddox in the
I think it's
2000s for
90.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stillmatic
That's that
2001.
ether.
Yes,
Stillmatic
sir.
2001.
What's next up, bro?
What was Illmatic?
Yeah, 2001. I was in high school. I was in ninth grade.
Googling it.
Illmatic was 2000.
No,
Stillmatic,
Stillmatic.
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 I'm like, we gotta do
Not
better.
Illmatic.
1994.
Yeah, I knew it was
Yeah,
93, 94.
Okay.
Damn, Nas had
He was
I didn't-
17.
early albums.
They
Bro,
was
he was
still
17
bumping
when
that
it
shit
came
then.
I was watching.
Stillmatic was 2001.
I was watching the
Yeah.
hip hop,
I was
that
out
hip hop
straight.
thing, the hip hop
Wow.
documentary on Netflix. Not the Rapture, the other one, the evolution of hip hop.
Mhm.
And they was just talking about that. Nas got signed off that one
Yeah.
verse he spit at the
Yeah, Grand Professor.
The Large Professor when he was
yeah,
on
Grand
stage with
Professor.
what was it? Something in the yard or some shit like
Yeah.
that. I forgot the name of the show, but
Mhm.
he got signed off of that
That
one
one, yeah.
fucking.
He was 17 when
Verse.
he came. Well, he got
word?
signed. He got signed at 16.
Wow.
He
Yo,
got- he
watch
dropped
that
his
the
shit
evolution
17.
of hip hop on.
They keep
on
promoting it to
Netflix?
me on Netflix. I'm gonna watch
But
it.
Yeah,
watch,
that's good.
like me, I'm skipping because they talking about KRS-One, and I'm cool, but I know
That's messed
Nah,
up.
nah, I want to know about KRS-One.
No,
'cause-
that's fine. I'm cool. Like I know about how it started on Hedgewick or whatever Avenue.
On Sedgwick, man.
Sedgwick.
You
Avenue.
disrespectful.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Violated,
like
bro.
2 strikes.
Yeah,
Sedgwick
I know how it
Ave,
started.
Cedar Park,
Exactly.
Burnside, baby.
Cool,
Beef for MC Shane.
cool Herc and all that. But
yeah.
I specifically was going to episodes that I was like, okay, Biggie episode, I'm gonna watch this one. Nas episode, I'm gonna watch this one. So I'm watching that, and I'm like, you start to be like, damn, so I want to go back and listen to this shit because I'm like, yo, how you get signed off for one verse? And the shit that he was saying, he was like, how was a 16, 17-year-old rapper saying this?
Because his
type
mom
of
was a scholar. She had them reading, bro.
I
Like,
love all those
and his pops
unique
was a
stories.
jazz player.
I like all those unique stories of how all these artists got put on. Look at J. Cole's story. Y'all know how he
he was at St. John's and he used to go to the studio every night. And Jay-Z
how
would
he
dub and
actually
shit.
got in contact with Jay-Z.
Yeah, he
would
sat in
stand
front of the
outside.
studio
He stand outside all day
for months.
and he gave it to somebody that
Can you
knew
imagine
Jay-Z.
that?
Mind you, we knew
That's
him.
so crazy, bro. It's like if in
I
our
actually
minds,
never knew that.
you already know you're like, yo, we never doing that. Sometimes that's a reminder, like, yo, you gotta do what you gotta do, no matter
You
what.
know how many times he had to do that? He
I
could
could
have
only,
shot.
I could only
He coulda,
imagine,
like,
man.
That's persistent, bro.
He had his CD out, just listen, please listen to my. Joint.
And he gave them the shit multiple times. They just didn't listen.
What about Big Sean? You should know.
Yeah,
he
Well,
rapped.
Trey,
He
was
rapped
rapping in the,
for Kanye for like 10 minutes, I think, something like that.
Kanye got put on to him because he was at the radio station and Kanye was in town.
It just so happened.
And he was like, "Yo, who that kid that was just?"
That's blessing. That's God blessings right there.
I was like,
Right
damn.
place at the right time. That's all.
I think he's another slept-on artist to me. Big
So,
Sean.
but sometimes he put out something really good, and then
And
he
yeah,
just,
and then
then
sometimes
he
you
was
try.
like,
Yep.
that
I feel the
wasn't-
same way.
I wasn't feeling that.
I'm a fan though. I'm a fan of him. Took me some time.
I think some artists need to just put out singles instead of whole projects because sometimes you gotta warm up to put out a full nice project. Like,
I think all his projects was good, really.
Who?
Well,
I wasn't
mean,
talking about him in particular. I was just saying like
that
general.
joint that he got with I thought it was a Metro Boomin. I hated that one. I ain't really. Like
Collabo shit.
yeah, I forgot that one. That was
that was bad, bro.
I forgot about that.
Hey yo,
one.
when
The only
Junior say
song
that mean he good.
Yeah.
The only song I liked
forgot
on
about
there
that
was the Ignorant song. Was the only song. The one with Cash Doll was the only one I liked.
the
on it.
Ignorant
So what about the joint he made with Janae Aiko?
Forgot about that song.
Bad too.
That
I
shit
didn't
was-
like it. Bro.
What? That shit was. I
I
like that.
hated
shit.
it.
I
That shit was
never
good.
gave it a
It
chance.
was,
Word?
It was
That shit
too.
was good.
It was too futuristic for me.
What does that mean?
It was just like, oh, y'all went
Before his
super
time.
left.
Yeah,
it was
before
like
his time.
y'all went super left.
I think
and
it was a duet, but I
sometimes
liked
the
it, though.
Public
I
is
liked
not
it.
going like it just wasn't what I was hoping for. I thought Janae Aiko was gonna give us that her first joint that really got popular. That vibe with
Him rapping.
with him rapping over it, like, and he has great bars when he goes in.
Mm-hmm.
Shit that when I feel pause when something of his that I like, I'm like, no, he went off. So I thought they was going to fuse that together. To me, it was just like, well, this is too futuristic for me. I can't fuck with it.
Is there any artist that y'all want to come back out with another album or project that hasn't been doing anything in like the last 5
I
years?
say Big Sean, really, because I don't know.
Artist?
Well,
Yeah.
5 years?
Who I want to come back?
I don't know.
Whew,
That's a great question.
That's a
Big
difficult
Sean,
one.
It depends, because everybody, like, after a while, you don't know what type of space. a
Actually,
person
I
is.
like Bryson Tiller to
I
come
feel
out
like
with
everybody
something.
that was in a hiatus came
He
back
got a
this
couple
year.
of singles. I think it's probably coming soon.
Most of
Yeah.
the people that we in here in a
I
minute,
think this year everybody that
came through. So I
think
can't even go through the
yeah.
list because they came back this year.
Ain't gonna lie, I feel like Omarion. I want to hear more of him.
I do. I don't
Like, I
mind.
He
wanna
be
hear
dropping
more.
shits that be fire. They just don't get no click. though.
Yeah, I know.
He got
I heard
like
I heard a
couple
lot of
songs
them.
that
I heard that
fire.
the nude song and all that. That was the last project I listened to.
Yeah.
But he,
Just
Yo,
like
shit.
Crit mixtape, I like.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually
wanna
I like that.
wanna
I liked it.
I want to like him, but I can't. I'm sorry. son.
No,
can't get past the accent. I'm
I
sorry.
was about to
son.
say he
Sorry.
can't get past
This
that.
guy hates accents, bro.
I don't. But his shit is wild.
I seen on Apple
too much.
Music this nigga Young Buck drop a project, but I ain't even
trying
listen,
teams.
Yeah, I'm not checking. For
Only one I listened to is
Economy.
Cashville. Guess what it was?
That was
That
a
was a
fire.
fire album.
Yo, everybody on G Unit.
They first
had
album was
a
fire.
great
album.
first
Yeah.
albums.
Except for Tony Ayo.
Tony shit was
Nah, it
fire.
was
Thoughts of
fire.
a predicate?
It was cool, but it wasn't fire.
Nah, it was
Y'all
fire.
bugging out.
Yes,
It was fire.
That
It
song
was-
was fire.
it was cool, but it
fire
wasn't
because
fire.
all he did was just let him do let
Nigga.
50 do the hooks and then
Yeah, and then but
they were all 50 Cent songs.
Is that
I
So
don't know.
would-
I feel
would
like
y'all- would
"Live
you-
by the Gun" was his. That was totally a Yayo song.
So would y'all agree out of all of them, I mean, obviously besides 50, Lloyd Banks basically had the nicest successful solo project between
No.
No?
who?
I would say Buck.
I don't know about
No,
that.
Cashville was fired, bro. Like,
think-
And he had a second album. He had a second album that was fire too.
It depends. You should have like you gotta listen to what he said. He said more consistent.
More
Like,
consistent.
Hunger
Like
for More
Cash,
was heat.
As
yeah.
far as
Hunger
solo-
for More was a great fucking album.
Yes, it was.
But I don't.
say
Cashville
classic.
was better than it, but
Yeah, that's what I'm
then
saying.
he had Hunger for More too, and then
That's what-
Banks had
I
all those
would actually say
mixtapes.
Cashville
Hunger
was
for More
better-
too. What was
Yeah?
on
Hunger for More.
Damn, I don't know.
I think he started dropping mixtapes on those.
Yeah, he did. He had like
yeah,
a couple. He had
started
some
up. I
shit.
think was on it.
See, that's when he dropped the ball because
What?
that's the only one that like.
Oh,
That's
But
the
I
only
mean,
song
he
I
still
like
had
on it.
mixtapes though. More.
I ain't talking about mixtapes though. I'm talking about like
talking about, like,
albums.
But I'm
How
just saying,
consistent.
like when consistency, mixtapes count. I mean,
Oh.
Banks is known for his mixtapes.
But as far as albums, I feel like Buck had better albums than everybody
Buck only had
else.
one fire album. It's
He had
Cashville.
two.
What was the other one?
The other one I forgot what it was called.
You
But
forgot
it
about
was-
it 'cause for a reason. That shit was
Yeah,
trash.
just like you forgot the songs on Hunger for More too.
Nah, I agree.
I think Hunger for More was the best album out of that.
I might say this one.
Hunger for
yeah,
More?
might
Out
be
of
a
the
classic.
Other than
Might be a
Fifth.
classic,
Other than
bro.
Fifth.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Fifth, but other than Fifth, I
Wait,
think
who
Hunger
else
for More
was
was the
it?
best project out of the King.
I liked all of them. I liked all of them.
Facts,
but
Rel.
Hunger for More was
too.
fire.
Yo, Hunger for More. I played that album front to back every time.
think
I
that
Yo,
shit-
listened
you
to
don't
it.
I
gotta
think-
skip nothing.
Yeah,
You
I think
don't
that
have
shit could
to.
be a label
he
as a
had I'm on
classic.
fire.
I may go
Yeah,
back.
Up
yeah.
in here is
Yeah,
yo.
that
He
shit
had
had-
some
that
bangers
shit
on
had-
that
Sometimes-
fucking
My
album.
favorite shit on there I still
I gotta
remember
be
was
in the
Nate
mood.
Dogg shit. If you my nigga, you my nigga to the end.
Yeah.
My favorite shit was Work Magic. It wasn't a single.
I hated that song.
That song was
I
with
hated
Buck.
that.
You heard his verse
Yeah,
on that?
I heard it was cool, it was tolerable, but that's the least song I like that
Nigga,
I
on.
like
Yeah.
the last
Ain't
track where you
nobody
talk about the niggas that got shot in the park and shit.
Yeah,
It's like the
yeah.
story guy kind of
Damn.
shit. That shit fire.
If you so gangster,
I think that's the name. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. I think that's the name.
Y'all gonna
of it.
have me listen to all these shits.
Nah, Hunger for More is up there. Is up there.
Even the collabo album was fire to me.
Beg for Mercy.
Beg for Mercy,
Yeah, that
classic.
shit was fire.
Oh,
to me.
yeah.
It's fire.
Yeah, I like
Fire.
that.
They did their thing.
That's when that stunting 1-on-1 was on there.
Yeah. They had a couple of
that's
things.
when Buck
I
went
would like 50.
off on that album.
Speaking of
Yeah.
that, I would like 50 to come out with something that's like fire.
50's lost it, bro. I'm not even gonna
You
like
think
when I'm
so?
talking about music wise. 50 after let me see, what was it? After that shit he made that was decent.
Street King.
Not Street King. Before
Animal
that,
Ambition.
yeah, Animal Ambition. After that, 50 was it's just not the
He just
same.
lost. He lost touch.
Yeah, you know what it is. He got away from music so much that went
Yeah.
to movies. By the
Mhm.
time he came back, he
Yep.
lost it.
Yeah.
He lost
Yeah.
that Midas touch.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
I
he was
think so.
good though.
Nah, it was going.
As
He
far
was
as making
he was
music,
going for
he's
mad
alright.
long,
Yes.
bro. He was going for a minute.
That's what it is. He just lost that
But I
Midas
think
I
touch.
still got hope for
He,
DMX.
he lost momentum once
he done too much
Kanye
drugs.
once him
Wait,
and
wait,
Kanye
wait.
was going at it.
Let me ask y'all. So
That was Curtis.
y'all don't want to hear like
He lost momentum on that.
because I see people be writing that shit.
What?
Y'all don't want to get another project from Fab.
But Fab is so consistent. Like I don't miss him.
He bro.
Like-
I feel like I haven't
No,
heard
that's
like
that's
a
a
full.
good ass explanation.
You know what it is?
He's so consistent. I don't really miss him.
But
and
consistent with
he
what?
pump fakes so
Said
much.
with what?
Like,
Consistent with
He's
He's all-
social media relevancy, I think.
Yeah,
that's
like
what's
I,
really
I haven't
No,
heard
music too.
bro.
Music
Until
too.
this day, every
Music
time
too.
he posts something, yo, when we getting like people still.
You know what's so
I think,
funny,
bro.
though?
You say
That should be bothering Hyper. Like, yo, bro.
Because you bring it up a lot. I'd be
I
like,
hate to say it.
"Nah,
I hate to
he's
say
so
it, but
con-
Fab is the type of nigga like I wouldn't mind him just being a featured artist.
Yeah, that's
'Cause,
what I'm
like,
comfortable with.
I
at this point.
agree.
I
That's
was
Because
sad.
Jay
Yeah,
Crit,
that's sad.
because the shit that he has on Jay
Yeah.
Crit, he bodied like.
Yeah, he did. I'll be
So you
honest
want to
with
hear?
you.
You don't want to hear?
I wanna
You
hear
don't get
Soul
like
Whole
another
body-
soul tape?
I want one more
Well,
soul tape.
yeah,
I
yeah,
want
I'm
one
lying.
soul
One
tape.
time, one
I
time.
totally forgot about that.
Come on,
yeah,
bro.
You're right.
It's the
that
same
shit
thing
was
with
the Freddie
like.
versus Jason shit, wasn't it? That was the
Yeah.
last project.
Yeah.
he was on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
honestly,
That was fire,
I
bro.
couldn't
That was
really
fire.
listen
I
to
could
it.
do
like
I
that
could
project?
It was
You ain't
alright.
like that? Oh
It
shit!
was alright.
It was decent.
I slept on it, then I saw it.
It was decent.
I started
like-
falling in
like-
I
love.
expected more. You know
I
what it is?
expected more too.
I had so much high expectations for it that
And he
I
kept
think that's what it
dragging
was.
it,
Yeah,
dragging it. Like every time, like, yo, he's gonna drop it. He's not gonna. And then when he finally
He
dropped,
does
I'm
that with
bro,
every
I'm like,
project.
bro,
That's
really?
how I felt with Lil Wayne album.
Yeah, that was a couple of years that was dragging that
Yeah,
one.
he was dragging.
Gonna look at this this podcast, and they could tell like how old we are, depending on mentioning who our favorite female artists are. Because people gonna go back to how far back do it go? Does it go before MC Light, or I think that's like the beginning?
Nah, just of all time.
And I'm just trying to say people
beginning
will
goes
listen.
to
Look, people
what?
will listen to this and they can
Roxanne,
tell.
Shantae,
yeah,
and-
Roxanne Shantae and all that, Salt and Pepper.
Yo, that's
Nah, that's
definitely
super.
out before my time, bro. Or I just wasn't paying
Salt
attention
and
to
Pepper
it.
was
I didn't
the
know
beginning
nothing
of your
about
time, I guess,
that.
right?
The Roxanne.
Nah, Sam Pepper was definitely beginning.
But that I feel like certain female artists is too girly, so that's why I said
with
for
Shoop,
dudes,
What a
like,
Man. Like,
Is it me? But when I looked at
I'm
Salt
an
and
old
Pepper,
nigga.
when I looked at Salt and Pepper, I didn't really look at like rappers. I looked at them like sexy women. I don't know. They perceive that image, bro.
Yeah.
But
Especially
Hell yeah, every
that's
female
the
rapper
point.
did.
nah, Rhapsody.
Well, I'm talking
Just
about
Nah, she don't count, right?
that time.
No, she's a
Rhapsody's
rapper.
in another
Yeah,
league. She's
but
in
I'm
another
not
league.
like. That's the thing with female rappers. They also have a sex appeal that they can use for their advantage. So
Queen
like,
Latifah.
But that's
they
the
give
reason
off.
why.
Not at all.
MC Light didn't give that off
At
either.
all.
Facts.
That's why.
That's
why
the reason. That's the
I'm
reason why I said that
I said he
about
had
Little
that
Kim
option.
and Remy, because you wanted to be with them,
Uh-huh.
but they got bars. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want no prissy bars that's cute. Like for a girl that's nice. Like I want her to look bad and say some shit that be like, yo, you heard what the
Big Euro
fuck?
Kim shit stuff.
I mean, yeah, but Kim changed the culture with the whole raunchy shit. You know what I mean? No women
Definitely
was doing
did. Definitely did,
that.
bro.
No women was doing
She
that.
caught the
Yeah,
flack, but
she-
she
Yo,
definitely
when she
changed.
did that, I was like, "Ooh, that's nasty. I like it. I like it." Yo, cause I
I ain't
never.
gonna front. I was
at that
low-key
time,
saying that too.
I
I was
never
low-key
heard some
saying that
freak
too.
shit like that. I was like, "Yo, that's."
We had to sneak and
this
put
is
that
90s,
poster
so
in our
niggas
room.
is in the party.
The low Kim
We
shit.
had to sneak and put that
what was
poster
the
in our
name?
room.
What was the name of that
Oh,
album?
yeah.
That was hardcore.
How
Yeah.
long?
This
I think
in the
I'll never
I-
forget it. And
I
she
think
had
I
on
looked at
cheetah-
that album
cheetah
cover for like
thong.
20 years straight. Deadass. Looking at the middle, like, yo, how you,
It's so fat.
why this shit like
And
that?
she was so beautiful, bro.
Yo,
like
it was
that-
just.
Eight-
Yo,
you
I
see-
remember being
see how life funny?
in parties back
Nicki
then,
Minaj
in the
did a
younger
picture
parties.
like that.
And then depending on the party, once them songs came on, the girls was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yo."
You know what song used to
I
make
never
girls go
seen-
crazy? I don't want it tonight. Eat
Oh.
my
I
right.
don't know about that.
Oh, I don't know.
That's
about that.
oh
Nah,
you don't
we don't
you
know
ain't hear
about
that
that one.
song?
I don't know about that one.
Put
Listen
that,
to the
put
album.
that on the OSP next week.
Nah,
On the OSP playlist.
Fire. That
Yeah.
shit was fire. Girls
Nah,
love
my
that
favorite
shit,
my
bro.
favorite record was always No Time. She bodied
Nah,
that.
she bodied
And
that.
that's
I like
that's
Crush
a
on
break,
You.
That's a
That
breakthrough
was my
single
shit.
too.
Crush
That
on You.
Crush on You, yeah.
And that's another thing. She was like Kim was innovative with the shit. She the one who started the wig shit, the color
all
wig.
the
Yep.
colors and all that.
I don't think people think. I don't think
Facts.
people even realize that.
They think Nicki
Nah,
Minaj.
people like Tiana Taylor, they give
with
she
the
give homage
green,
and
the
shit like
pink,
that.
and all that
Nicki
yellow.
Minaj
But
probably
the
sorry.
big
Oh, they
artists,
give recognition
the
for that?
big artists
Who said
never do.
I'm
The
saying they
big
probably
female
think Nicki
artists,
Minaj came with
they don't
with
show
that
no
shit.
Of
love.
course they gonna think that.
Some of them.
But speaking of back that picture, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, back that bitch.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When Nicki did it, her pussy looked fatter. I ain't gonna lie. That shit looked fatter.
Talking about the
I
one
heard
with
it
the
was
lollipop,
stuffed.
the one with the lollipop.
Like, yeah,
She's thicker than Kim.
Nah, it don't got nothing to do with her, the box, B.
That has a lot to do with it.
She got her box done.
She got injections.
Or the fact that I know a photographer now. Back in the days, niggas was editing too. So who knows if niggas ain't make up fat on the computer? Like yo, she look like that type that would do that. Make right there, just make it a little
Puff it out a little.
bigger.
Puff it out a little.
Jokes. I would say more Nicki did that than Kim though.
Yeah, definitely,
What?
definitely,
Facts.
definitely.
You think it was
The whole
Photoshop?
editing.
You think it was Photoshop?
Hell, you gotta
I
Photoshop
could
her.
see
Damn,
Nicki.
So you gotta
that shit was
Photoshop it.
fat. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was fat. I was
Yeah,
like,
I ain't
damn.
gonna- yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, so that's what you like?
Hey, Jetta, what's up?
That's what you like, huh?
I'm just not catching on to this
You
shit.
like her?
No music. No music.
Go on. That's how you do it.
I'm
That's
just
how
not
you-
catching on to
That's how
this
you do
shit.
it.
You like I'm fat, huh? Remember that Juvenile song? Was it Juvenile? Or
Yeah,
Slim?
yeah.
Slim- No, it was Slim. What? It
that was Juvenile.
Juvie.
You saying one of the huh?
That song.
Yo,
put me in the
Juve?
cash
You
money.
like that pussy
kinda-
bad, huh?
Juve brought this.
Yo, he changed the game with that song too.
Yeah, he
Hey, yo,
did,
that
bro.
nigga made niggas in New York
put
like the
Cash
South
Money on
niggas
to me,
though.
son.
Yo, when I first heard
put
that, I'm
that
like,
with
yo,
Because of Juvenile.
this what is this trash, bro? He's not on beat. He's just talking. He's saying
Bro.
hi every bar. You know, it's new to us. So what?
No.
after that,
Silk the Shocker was the
though.
one that was never on beat.
worst,
never on
worst
beat.
rapper
He was the worst rapper
ever.
I put Lil Zane over him. I put Nick Cannon over
That's a
him.
drag. You drag.
No, that's
What?
not no drag. That's not
That
drag
ain't
at
no
all.
drag, bro.
Silk was-
That ain't no drag.
But mind
Silk
you,
the Shocker is the worst rapper
Ever,
that
ever.
rapped.
Niggas from New Orleans, like, oh, fuck the shoes, Silk Shocker.
Mad niggas gonna say Silk the Shocker's nice, but I'm not. No, we not riding that. You riding that fiending wave just to say he nice, just to be out the box. Get out of here. It's trash.
And he's a terrible actor.
Trash.
I hate. All right.
Yeah, that's enough.
He's watching hood movies, bro. He's in hood movies. What you expect?
I'm just saying, bro.
Nah,
No.
that, huh?
Brother was Master P. I mean, you gotta put
Huh,
your brother.
boy?
Yeah, the high is definitely.
Nah, that
Yo,
hot.
it took me
What happened? You saying?
about a good 2 months to actually start liking that song.
What?
Ah,
Let me guess.
Nah,
you
that shit
started
was
listening-
fire.
You started
You-
liking it when Jay
With
got
Jay-Z,
on it?
you had
no,
on it?
I'm starting to realize. Matter of fact, I think so.
I can see. That's
Think
a
so.
You don't like
Yo,
accents,
am I,
bro.
yo, am I bugging?
That's
Am I
some New
bugging?
York
Let me ask you something. Jay-Z
Jay
didn't
jumped on.
Didn't he didn't create that brat for blood niggas. He didn't start that from that day.
I don't know. I don't
Real
think so.
talk, bro. I never heard niggas do that before he
He
did that
probably
on that
made
song,
it
bro.
known. He probably made it known, but
Sure.
it had to be a
All right,
think
all
it was
y'all
part
blood
of the
niggas
gang
listening
culture
out there,
already.
y'all put me on. Inform me. I don't know.
I can't call it. I don't
That
know.
shit had to
Hard
be
to call.
around.
I don't know either.
He said they got big guns that go. Sick sound, man. Let me find out, bro. You banging out here? You from Flatbush? We don't do that. Go ahead.
Oh, y'all niggas Caesar.
Moving on to the final segment of the night, which is that
Pop or Flizz.
Fliggity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First on the docket, the new Avenger movie is on the way. I seen the preview. How we feel about it on the right side?
Pass.
Yo, come on, you can't do that,
Pass,
bro.
pass.
movie head,
Every
though.
movie?
Pass.
He's
Not every movie.
nigga. He's
Because
not
I
a
seen
movie
Creed.
I seen Creed.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Real two.
Damn, Hyper.
Oh,
we
I'm-
gotta convert
No,
this,
no,
man.
no. My thing is like the Capcom and all the Marvel.
Oh,
shits.
you ain't into the
I'm
kitty
not
shit.
into that. But if it's like
Hit
Taken,
niggas with
I
the
like
code,
I
bro.
like action movies. Like
Oh, it's
these shits
suspense
is like
and all that.
like after the first Street Fighter, they lost me. Like all that other shit, like Mortal Kombat, I like. Street Fighter, I like.
That
But-
shit was trash. Street Fighter movie was garbage.
Yeah, it was
I
kind of
mean, like, what I'm saying is after
get
they
you.
made
Oh,
the
okay.
first
Yeah, I
one,
understand
it's
what
like
you're
everything
saying.
else is like, okay.
repetitive.
This nigga said they starting a Sonic movie. I'm like, really? That's what we doing? That's
How
what
you
we
not
doing?
hype, bro? That's part of that's
I
the
don't
dude.
know.
Even if you're not a movie person, just the fact that's part of your history and you know the
Right,
impact.
but-
Sonic
I'm
has,
hype about
just,
Toy
just
Story.
just to appreciate it.
And
I'm
Lion
not gonna
King.
lie. I'm with Hyper on that. I think making a Sonic the Hedgehog movie is ridiculous.
I think so too, but
I
I'm
But they
I'm
had a
curious.
cartoon,
I'm
though.
curious.
They had a cartoon. There's
I
a
think it's
storyline
stupid.
behind
Like,
it.
you gonna make it a cartoon movie
bro.
or a live
Hey, yo,
action
give
movie?
Jalil White some more bread.
They're
man.
making
let him
they're
get-
making a Winnie the Pooh
He's
movie,
the voice
bro.
of Sonic.
You know that, right?
Yeah,
Jalil White.
yeah,
Shout outs to Urkel.
yeah. He the voice of Sonic. He always
didn't
been the
know
voice of Sonic.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, bro. You know
Oh, y'all, none of y'all knew that.
Never knew
Time
that.
I'm
Time
telling
out.
you.
Wow.
Time out. So you said they're making a Winnie the Pooh movie?
They making it's called Christopher Robin. No,
But they
Christopher
made
Robin.
one already.
They had
No,
one
they
already.
did that
They're
already.
currently making another one coming out right now.
Yeah,
I think
ain't
niggas
nobody-
is running out of
That's pretty much what it is. But I
outta
do appreciate
creativity.
them bringing. No, I do appreciate them bringing these our childhood
Honestly,
stuff. To,
Hey, yo,
but they made
honestly,
a movie about it. That's actually
Thank
it was
you,
really
Ease.
dope.
they need to bring out a gargoyle movie. They never
that?
did that, and that'd be a perfect movie
Niggas
to
gonna have
bring
to come
out.
out with
a lot of ugly niggas in this world. Huh?
Power Ranger movies.
They came
VR
out with that
Trooper
already.
movies.
They got
they
that.
had a
already.
Power Ranger.
See, like
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
That gargoyle shit.
I'm
I
so
was want to
lost.
watch that.
I would watch
I
that.
remember
shit.
growing up on that thing.
That shit was fire.
I'm waiting
I'm
for
so
a remake
lost.
of fucking Gremlins. That's
I'm
all.
looking forward to.
I
Avengers.
hated that fucking
just-
movie.
That movie fire.
That movie scared the shit out of me.
I pass on the
Yeah, I'm
Avengers.
trying to. I'm looking forward to Avengers. Just hopefully we don't sleep this time. Pop, go ahead.
Quicks.
Um,
Darren. Damn.
Yeah, we gotta do better.
I've been doing that all episode.
The whole podcast.
The whole 33 episodes. The 32.
Kinda, yeah.
I gotta save you on my phone or something else.
Darren.
Yeah.
Got him as
Pop,
quick.
I'm looking
Gotta
forward
put
to
Darren.
it.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. I feel like the last Avengers was the best Marvel movie I've ever seen. So definitely looking
Over
forward
Black
to it.
Panther? How dare you, brother?
I heard mad people say they didn't
I'm
like
just
that
playing.
Black Panther, bro.
They lying.
That's
They
a
just
lot of
saying
people
that
that
because
said they ain't
Avengers
like it.
was a better. So they trying to shit on Black
Was
Panther.
the better?
Nah,
was
because
the better?
I was about to say a better movie, but
Was the better?
yeah, I ain't want to.
Pop for me.
All right.
It's a pop for me too. I liked how the other one ended, so gotta watch this.
Yeah, let me know how that shit go.
No, but aren't they coming
They
out with
made a second
with
one kinda
with
quick.
A Captain
I
Marvel
didn't think
movie
it was
as
coming
well.
next
So
Yeah, Captain Marvel coming first because she's supposed to be in.
yeah.
She's supposed to save them.
That's whack. They should have came out with it. Oh, you know what? They should have came out with
Nah,
it before
I think honestly, tell you the truth, Marvel set this shit up perfectly. They've been doing this for 10,
They
12
filmed
years
all
now.
these shits
So
together.
They did well. Yeah, they did it.
Because I'm like, how did you finish that shit so quick? We just watched.
Not every actor has a like a
Contract.
10 movie deal or
Yeah,
6
a
movie
contract.
deal. So
So it makes
once they're
sense.
out their deal, then they can re-up or they just
Or they
gonna
just kill 'em
change the
off.
person. They just gonna change
See
the
my
person.
Like
shit.
an NBA
See my shit
contract.
niggas be learning on this podcast is mad stuff I ain't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know about the Jaleel White stuff.
I
either.
read that
I'm like,
shit.
oh,
I read that. I read about the deal.
Oh, that's a pop for me. I'm definitely anticipating that movie.
Another movie. The new Lion King remake is on the way. So the preview for that as well. How you feel about it on the right side? Pass, right?
That I look forward to.
Oh, you looking forward to that
Yeah, I
one?
look forward to
Yeah,
that.
you got to
That's 'cause
take
got a
Aaron.
kid.
Yeah, I look forward to that one.
Pop.
I actually am looking forward to it. Which the funny thing is, I went to see The Lion King on Broadway and fell asleep. I didn't mean to. It's just the
That shit
time,
was lit, bro.
the time that I went, I was really tired, and the person I was with, they was just like, I was still want to go. So I was like, son, I'm dead tired right now.
Yo, y'all went. Oh, speaking of that, I don't mean to cut you off, but like, y'all ever went to a Broadway play?
I just went.
I went to like
last
three.
weekend.
I'm like, you decide just.
I went
I
to
just
like
went
three.
to see King Kong last week.
Oh, where?
Yeah,
I saw
shit was
that.
fire.
Is your first show, Broadway show?
No, hell no. But it was
Oh.
fire. Like the way they did
I
King
did
Kong
what's it
and
called
shit
too?
was
What's it
fire.
called? Yeah, and it's gonna go on now. Radio City, the Rockettes. That's pretty good too.
I went to go see the
You
Rockets.
ever went to opera? I went to opera before.
Nah, I
That's
never
it.
went to opera.
I think I would sleep.
Nah, that I might.
Nah,
Actually,
yo, you gotta
I'm not-
pick the specific one that you
I
know.
went to 2 Broadway shows.
You gotta know the story.
And mind you, I went one as a kid with a school. I went to see Phantom of the Opera. Yo, son, that shit was amazing. Homie was flying down the chandelier in the middle. That shit was
I went
dope.
to see that Spider-Man shit turn out the dark. That was fire because they be fighting over you.
And
I
the
saw
dope-
Christmas,
yeah, I
Christmas
heard about that.
Spectacular.
And I went to the Lion King twice.
And you know what's fire too?
I seen there's one in Broadway.
seen
Actually, seen that was
Chicago.
really good. It was
I seen-
Sour Fina.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I seen Chicago.
I think it got a movie for it. It's really good.
You know what's fire in the city? That show is called Future Berter or some shit like that.
Yeah, I seen it, but I never knew
Oh
what
yeah,
it
I
was.
went to go see Sarafina.
That
You
shit
see the
is fire.
movie? I saw.
I mean, I saw the
and
movie.
Broadway show.
Yeah, I think I
Super
saw the
dope.
play.
Sarafina was
I saw
cool.
the
I
play.
saw that when I was a kid though.
Yeah, it's
that shit was
super-
fire. It's a fire ass African
Yeah,
type of.
very good movie.
He said
Is
pop for Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
of
said Pop
course.
was on you.
It's a pop for me. I just don't understand what they doing with it.
It's a live. It's not a
Same
remake.
It is.
It's
a
not a
remake.
remake.
same
It's just a
thing,
live action.
modern
Instead of a
version.
cartoon, it's gonna be like
It's
Yeah,
gonna look like
it's
The
a
Incredibles
live
kind
action.
Oh,
of.
you mean remake as like they changed the story? It's the same exact
It's-
story.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
Just
it's gonna be like
what is that?
It looks different. It's not cartoonish.
Yeah, it's not
more
cartoonish.
like
There you go.
3D.
What they call that
Your
shit?
ease.
There's a name for it?
Cause I- There's a name for it.
That Toy Story look. 'Cause
Figure it out
I mentioned Toy
creativity.
Story,
But
but
it's-
Toy Story was the
it's-
first to do that.
It's all.
They
It's
running
even,
out of
it's even a
creativity.
more realer
Yeah.
Toy Story.
yeah. It's like live. They call it live
like,
action, as in it's real. It looks real life.
They used to call it Pixar, but it's like even more realer.
Yeah.
I actually don't like
He's
that.
like,
I like
it's
the
boring.
Pixar
They're just
looking, the Toy Story
Off the
looking.
list and shit.
stuff
What
more.
movie gonna make this time?
The Incredibles
that's how they
type
do
looking
it.
shit.
It's crazy.
Nah,
Not
Incredibles is
even.
more of a cartoon look.
They look more cartoony.
This
I'm
one
talking about
look-
like in,
This one looked more like Ice Age.
But
I think it even
The
looked
Lion
realer.
King?
The Lion King.
no, it looks more real
It
than
look
that.
realer.
That's what I'm trying to say. It looks
it's gonna be
realer
like
than
reality. It's
I
like
think that
you in a
Pokemon movie
safari
gonna be
type shit.
trash,
They making it look like you in the
I never
safari
cared
type
about
shit.
them
They already
movies,
showed like the images already.
That's how that's how they
between
doing Winnie the
cartoon
Pooh
and
too.
shit.
I don't
Yeah,
like the way
is
it's looking too real. Like
It's real
the
life.
whole
Like, it should
purpose
look like
was
a real lion.
for
awkward.
it to look like a cartoon.
Lion King is like it's based in Africa, right?
I would think so. Yeah, it's in the safari. I would think so.
Lion King is a pop.
Lion King's a pop for me too. You said
That's
pop.
a pop. Yeah.
Trey Songz new project 11. How you feel about it on the right side?
You listen to both?
Yeah.
So
I heard
let's mention 11 and 28. Continue.
I heard the 28. 28 is good to me.
Are you listening to 11?
Not yet.
28 is good. 11 is good too, but I don't be listening to it like that.
I listen to 11 more than 28 because I like I like more of the R&B, but both of them
You
are
know
fire.
me, I like turn
Pop.
up shit.
28. We going on big Basuda.
How was
11.
Basuda? You say you didn't listen to it.
I said he just
said
asked
yeah.
me. I said I listen
Oh,
to
okay,
both.
okay.
11 fire.
I don't know the difference, but the one with the mixtape with the one with Jacquees on it, that with that
Okay,
that's
feature,
28.
11.
That
And
one
that
was
song is
good.
hard.
No, that's
28.
28 actually. Yeah, he's 28.
And that's hard. That song's hard.
Oh.
I ain't listening to none of that.
You ain't listening to
Like
that?
a star.
All right, welcome
one.
back, Buju. Buju is back. Says he's gonna be dropping some music soon. Are we looking forward to some music out of
They
Buju
stole my
Banton?
song,
Let me
bro.
help y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, I played that
Yeah.
boom bye bye,
looking
and I
forward to
went
it.
to play it and it wasn't
They
there.
deleted that shit.
How you take my shit?
He said
I
pop.
said pop 8 times.
I grew up.
Pop,
He's
pop.
my favorite artist as a child, so of course, Pop.
He's your favorite?
Reggae artist? Yes. He's my
Driver.
favorite artist. I like him more than I like Vibes.
I thought Snow was your favorite. Right?
Oh.
Informer.
That's him.
I didn't
That's
know
his
my
name?
man.
That's his name.
Snow, yeah.
It's
It's a
Snow.
Canadian Jamaican rapper, I guess.
I will
Not
do
Jamaican.
anything just for you.
That
his
song is still fire.
That's him.
Still play
White-
that
white
shit.
Everything in that boom boom.
I never
But
knew.
he don't sing
Learn
that
something every day,
part. He don't sing that. That's the girl. The girl killed that part.
We
What's her
talking
name?
about-
What's the
that's-
girl's
He
name?
sings that part, bro.
That's
No,
Nathan
the girl who
Sutherland.
sings that part. What are you talking about? You crazy?
Is it?
You dead ass, bro?
It's a girl.
It's no women on that song. Huh?
He did the song with the girl.
It's
He's
Nate-
that girl.
It's no women on that song.
Let
bro.
me say. It's
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know.
Nadine
Thank
Sutherland, Buju Banton, Beanie Man.
Thank you.
Oh, so
On-
it is,
and
yeah.
I will do anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Mega
He
Bonton.
think he know what I mean.
That's one of
If it-
my favorite songs. That's
What
why
the music man talking about? There ain't no
Nah,
girls on
yo,
that song.
Danger. The reason I didn't
Lady
remember
Sullivan.
Eva.
You think a
he
man
sings
gonna
it
say,
with
I would
her.
do
That's what I'm
it?
saying. I'm
He
like,
sings it with her. He sings it with her.
I don't hear no
Yeah.
woman.
Nah, he sings it with
Lady
her.
Sutherland. That's her name.
He knew it. He ain't thank you. You know the girls.
This
name
is
and all that.
war. That's all him.
Yeah.
So I don't hear where she come in.
No, to me, the girl made
There's
the song.
mad people on that song.
Buju
Yo.
Banton's part is fire.
Everybody on that. That's one of the reggae
That's a-
songs where everybody bodied.
Yo, that's the only
Everybody
thing
did they think.
That's that
that's
reggae
the
we
only
are the
thing
world
I-
record.
That's a fact.
That's the only thing I hate about reggae music. I be loving the songs, but I
Yo,
can
who's
never
that?
find it. Like I don't know what to type in.
No, you know
the
what
titles
it
is
is? A lot
difficult.
of they
Just right. Everything in that boom boom.
disrespectful. I'm Jamaican, so I should feel disrespectful. But it was funny as hell. Everything in our boom boom. That sound gay.
I feel like
Word. That definitely does. That definitely does.
It sound like you said tickle or something. I'm like,
Hey,
I
yo.
don't know what that's.
tickle. You said tickle.
I don't know what they are. I didn't
Tickle
understand
that
what he
boom
said.
I feel like Buju is a extension of Bob Marley to me because after I was like listening to some of his shit after he came out, I feel like he was just only on conscious shit. Like all his music is conscious.
No, but you gotta
Most
go
of
back.
his shit
He
is
already
conscious.
put music out.
No.
yeah.
Oh.
Because the thing is,
It's mostly
his music spiked as soon as he came out because he was being talked about so much on social media. So that's why Apple Music took down Boom Bye Bye because
Oh, they did?
they took
Yeah, son.
Apple
I'm
Music
like,
and Spotify. They took down Boom Bye Bye.
they didn't
because
even let me
one,
get to the
his
second
music-
verse.
his music
Everybody started
spiked.
talking about him.
Yeah, his music
That-
spiked. I was listening to his music, and then on top of that,
Shit
you
took
know, you can't disrespect the LGBT.
Yeah,
community.
LGBT. That coalition is
That
crazy.
shit is
Take
dis-
it down
is a-
now.
Yeah, it is a different. He has a show in Trinidad.
You see, I'm trying
set
to-
for March, and they're already like protesting his show. Set for March.
Trinidad got beer gay- got gay
what
people
would you say about
everywhere.
So what would you say about the fucking
Yo, that's a shame, son. They coalition is stronger than
So
the
so
black
what so
community.
what about the
No
TOK? What
question.
about the TOK?
They got so
Chichimon?
much more
That-
progression
that's-
than we do.
What about that? They
crazy,
that,
though.
Bigger
that
than
one
Jews,
is being
bro.
toured now.
Stronger than Jews,
The
you'll say
TOK
now, right?
Chichimon.
I'm be honest, they not as big, so I don't know. I like.
Yeah,
If they was to go through all of the reggae songs, it would be no more reggae.
That's a fact.
Facts.
Talking about.
Ain't Chichimon?
because
Did they take
Ain't
off
that-
Chichimon?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I get
there's
it.
so
I'm
many.
slow.
There's so much
So many
music
gay
that's
shit.
like
Did they
slurs,
take off
bro.
Chichimon?
That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
think.
what I
It's
was.
not pop-
They
it's not
take that
popular
out.
enough.
I
It's
like
not
that song
popular
too.
It's not popular.
All of them.
The fuck?
Damn.
Somebody,
All of them songs.
somebody,
It's a boom bye.
somebody had to snitch because ain't nobody know.
Somebody
what no
tell it.
Chichi Man shit.
Nobody
Yeah,
knew what he was talking about.
Do you know he's talking about gay people?
You know, like, come on.
Yo,
Talking about he's talking about the LGBT
Somebody
community. We need to turn
Get
up
on the
for
phone now.
I can't with y'all, son.
I don't give a damn. Call iTunes.
that. I'm sorry, but if they watch this episode, this episode is getting taken down.
That's a fact.
Off of Apple Music.
That is
off
a
of
fact.
podcast.
First of all, y'all shop at Fashion Nova. Y'all good?
Oh, what's his name? Got Tom today, boy.
I have no. I have
I'm
not.
not-
Yeah,
I am not connected.
I'm
to
I'm looking forward to it, so it's a pop for me.
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
No, support it.
I guess.
Be strong. It's support for
Whatever,
Buju.
I guess. I mean,
Drew's like, well, yeah, you know.
I'm also happy that he's
But that's all, folks.
I'm just more so happy that he's free. I guess. I don't know.
Yo, he looked like he got brolic in jail, son. I saw him when he walked into the plane. I'm like, that's Buju. Which one is Buju? I thought I was gonna see an old man walking out. Like this nigga brolic as
Facts,
hell.
bro.
I'm like,
This nigga had the
That's
Cartier frames on. Mind you, he a Rasta, so I'm
man.
like, he got to shape up. I'm like, what is going on?
I didn't see no close up pictures. I just saw him
I'll
walking.
show you some
So
closer
I was like,
pictures.
that's crazy.
Chicks is
Pause.
already like he coming out looking like Zaddy and
What? That's what he said.
fiending.
They don't even know who he is.
Yeah,
Gonna
fiending.
find him in
Have to
Jamaica. Can't come back here no more, right?
Word.
I think he
Yeah,
deported.
he deported.
Yeah.
Like for life? Like he ain't gonna ever be able to come back?
Most
I
deportation.
don't know how deported. I don't know how
most-
deport works, but I don't think
I
you
still
can
don't
do
think Sean came back, so that answers your question.
that. Nah, but that's different. Well,
No,
yeah.
it's the same thing.
Gun
man.
and coke. I mean,
Damn.
almost the same thing.
What? He got caught with coke, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Who
Sean
got caught with
gun charge.
Yeah, that's he shot up the club.
Y'all hear how this nigga how he got caught?
Who,
Buju.
Nah.
I was to the story the other day. It's on the radio.
It was in a cab.
So-
He was in a cab for real.
Yeah, he was. He was. In a, he was.
Driver!
He was in. A,
Don't stop at all.
he was in a cab
I got
about
a
to board
next
a plane.
telephone.
Uh-huh.
and they had like I guess an insurgent or something like that, and they were talking about like his past and what he used to do in his past and how he used to do his little side crimes and stuff like that, and they ended up locking him off of what he was telling the person.
That's
son.
crazy.
Wow.
So the person was the boys. He was the boys.
I guess he was the boy. So
That's
some
that
kind of
taxi
person they
cab
set him up
confession.
with, and he was just confessing about stuff that he did in his past, and they locked him up for that shit.
Wait. So they didn't catch nothing?
No, it was nothing. It was nothing new. It was all off of what he was telling.
Here
me.
it depends.
It depends because that's how they got G Dep. G Dep confessed about some shot that some dude that he had killed.
He killed in the
And
Bronx.
then hip hop police got his ass. So
but he he turned himself in.
How? Where did
he turned himself in.
I mean, he confessed to it.
Yeah.
So
But like
who confessed to who?
to the cops.
G-Dep, yeah.
He just got up one day
G-Dep
and was
came
like,
on social media. I think he's in social media.
it was
and he
bothering him.
confessed.
That's dumb.
It was
That's
bothering
dumb.
him.
That's a dumb.
He set himself up.
Sorry, would you play yourself for
But
now?
Buju and he just talking about it. Whoosh. I never knew that.
Congratulations. You played.
Jesus Christ.
OSP playlist on the right side, Hyper.
First songs is off my mixtape, G4 Boys. It's called More Ice.
Tell the
brand new
truth, I
song.
need more ice.
And then the second song is off the Joyride mixtape. That's Trey Songz and Dave East. It's called
Definitely
Rotation.
off
the
their,
Joyride
it's definitely
mixtape.
off their albums, but
Nah, fuck that. Let him rock. Let him
awesome
rock.
plug.
Let him rock.
I mean,
Promote that
if you would
shit.
let me rock, I'm trying to tell him he can rock.
I can't. Yeah, that one is off the album, but you could check it out on the mixtape. That's Dave East and Trey Songz and Dave East.
Where they can
called
find your
Rotation.
mixtape, bro?
SoundCloud. Definitely SoundCloud. Hit up the SoundCloud.
Where on SoundCloud?
SoundCloud
Just click the link on my
DJ.
Instagram.
Damn.
Hit
What's
the
your
link.
Instagram, bro? People don't
Trying
know.
to I'm glad you see.
It's not.
They
It's
call
not
me underscore hyper. That's my IG. Just click the blue link and then you'll see the Joyride mix. You hit the play button. Bam.
Yo, this nigga got jokes.
No, I'm mad at you. I'm just saying.
he's like,
I
"Damn,
broke it down for them.
All right, cool. That's what you
Got me spelling the shit
Um,
Tuesday.
Even tell them the color of the link.
Yo, who's next?
I love this podcast.
Wait. Meek Mill, What's Free. That's on my mixtape. I just felt like saying that because it sound fire. Meek Mill,
Why you
What's
dragging
Free?
the M?
Championships.
He low key hating right now.
That shit sound lit. I'm like, yo, that shit on my mixtape too. And on Trey Songz' album, it's called Automatic, featuring OT Genesis and what's son name? I'm So Awesome. Shy Glizzy.
Oh, Shot Glizzy.
Fire.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Oh, that's a girl.
I got Kika.
Nah, it's
Nah.
My song is 6ix9ine, the Kika song with Tory Lanez. It's honestly just for that.
369.
No, just for
It's just
Tory
for the
Lanez
Tory
part.
Lanez part. But,
I do my own damn check but
and my second song was. I'll be honest with you. What was my second song? I just threw it in there.
nigga got his phone for 5 minutes and he ain't collect 2 songs yet.
I don't remember. Sorry, guys. My second song was okay.
Okay,
Next person.
Rello.
OSP playlist. My tracks are DJ Choice, I Thought, and Bryson Tiller New Joint Cancel.
Fire.
Fire.
First time I heard it.
Fire.
My shit is my shit was Rhapsody, Jesus Coming, and the second one I guess is
Mine was
Wow.
I knew he was gonna do that. I swear
I know it too.
Lil Baby Pure Cocaine.
there you go.
You could have saved that one.
No, I was
Not promoting drugs on this.
Pure
Let me
cocaine,
stop.
baby. Pure cocaine.
My first track was Rhapsody. Nah, it's all good. My first one was Rhapsody. Jesus Coming off her album last year, Latest Wisdom. It's a super dope record. What happened?
No, he's talking about the time.
Oh.
We've been trying to,
Oh.
not you specifically, we trying to tell Rello to wrap that shit up for like 20 minutes now. But go ahead.
Pushing 2
Yeah.
hours.
Y'all niggas is dragging it even more.
Yeah.
It's regular flow.
Yeah. And then the
It's a great
second one
episode.
is
I like it.
Joel Ortiz.
I like that song.
Bad Santa.
I like that song.
All right, my 2 songs this week. I'm a throwback old head hip hop
Aficionado.
artist.
King.
No, I ain't doing that. I ain't saying that.
Word.
I ain't saying that.
Be like, yo, he can't
Pause.
pick. He can't
Yeah,
pick.
I'm not
he
saying
can't
that.
pick no new songs.
No,
but you stick with it.
it's just the way he said throwback king. Pause.
That's why I said I ain't saying that. I'm doing that. In the name of Jesus.
Oh, y'all niggas is something else.
Oh, bye.
Chill, boy.
Son.
So,
Wow.
This
I
episode
chose
is not getting uploaded.
Snoop Dogg,
Welcome home,
Snoop
Buju.
Dogg, Lottie Dottie, and I got 5 on it by the Loonies.
I thought you was getting Snoop Dogg lollipop.
Yes,
What is
sir.
with you today?
It's OddlySimilar podcast, episode number 32. To the right of me, I have
Brian
DJ Hypa.
Dos.
DJ Danger.
DJ Darren.
Joan.
Jeez.
Hit us up on all links: Facebook, Spotify, Instagram,
Everything.
YouTube, everything. Holla at us,
everything.
OddlySimilar podcast.
Everything
Bang,
I
bang.
go on.
Yeah.
The Oddly Similar Podcast.